Hey everybody, welcome to another week of Cyberpunk here on High Shelf Collective. Super excited to have everybody back. We are in the building of Ascension, and we're going to figure out what happens to our wayward crew and their turtle and body bag full of body and their
It's a
sack
party.
full of decapitated. We're going to figure out what happens to all that stuff in a little while. Before we do, I'm going to get through some quick announcements from High Shelf Collective, and then we'll just like go around the loop with everybody, do some intros, and all of that good stuff. So tonight, obviously, Cyberpunk, and then tomorrow will be Red Markets, which is our post-apocalyptic zombie economic horror game, where yes, there are zombies and rent, and yeah, the economic horror part is the worst part of the game. I honestly have no idea if we're going to make this last part. We're in the kind of home stretch of that campaign, and there's like some really crazy stuff going on that I don't know if we're all going to make it. So that'll be tomorrow. And then Friday, Midway Madness, Taylor.
Yeah. Our second to the last episode for the season. So
Nice.
Shit's gonna get wild.
Yes. And then this weekend is Halloween weekend. So we're going to be a little quiet while everybody goes and does the Halloween stuff, right? And then we'll be back here on the 2nd for some more Cyberpunk as we hit the mid of our whole game here, our whole sesh. And I'm really curious what's going to happen today. Big announcements, what's coming up in the far future. PAX Unplugged in the beginning of December. A bunch of us are going to be there. Super great time. Some of us are going to be running games. Some of us are going to just be playing and having a good time. Maybe trying to, I don't know, hang out with Jerry and, and team from PA if at all possible. But either way, we're all going to be there in a big way, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then right after PAX, we're starting our winter charity drive. We have 8 games coming with all kinds of GMs and giveaways and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to be raising funds for the Trevor Project. This will be a 3rd year in a row of doing it. The Trevor Project is loosely involved this year, which is a big change from last year. And we're just super pumped and excited to continue to raise funds for this super important charity, preventing the loss of life of LGBTQIA folk through suicide prevention. They've been really good at it. They're awesome partners. And we just are thrilled to get to do a big charity drive for them again. Last year we raised like 2,200, and it'd be really great if we could pass the 3K mark this year. I think we're ready. We're pushing, we're hoping, right? And it'll be just a really wonderful time. I think those are all of our announcements on the HSC side. Taylor, did I miss anything that you're aware of? Okay, cool.
That's not about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go around the horn. Mary, I'd like to start with you tonight because I feel like last time when I rewatched it, I feel like we didn't do it. We didn't get like all of your stuff. So let's start with you. Where are you from? What's up? What are you up to?
Yeah, I'm Mary. You can find me on socials at Nerd on Wheels 15, where I chat about disability, TTRPGs, and everything in between. You can also catch me on the Role Plays YouTube channel, where we do a bunch of fun games. We've got on Tuesdays, we've got the Big Gay Dice Game, which is moving to a Masks RPG campaign. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then Fridays, we've got Weird Web, which is the best way I can explain it is if Supernatural had ovaries, that's what you got with this Monster of the Week campaign. I am playing Nineveh, the Fixer.
Yes. Oh yeah. She's a hoss. We're gonna get to see some Nineveh in action. Is gonna happen a lot this episode because where there's a safe house, but you haven't paid for the safe house yet. So we're gonna have to get into that. Lonnie playing Skit. How about you next?
Okay. I was just looking at the layout and I'm like, I have time. I can figure out my schedule.
No time.
No time right now. All right. Hi, I am Lonnie. You can find me on Twitter, and I think that's about it with as Looney Shaws, and Discord and stuff too, if you guys are in the HSC Discord. I am sometimes on here, sometimes on Lost Caravan. The next thing I'm going to be in on here, other than just, continuing Cyberpunk being skit, is on the 18th, I was able to get into the Vampire the Masquerade sign up that literally ended within like 2 minutes. I was in class.
Highly
I pressed the
sought
button
after.
so fast. I was like, because I just wanted to play more games. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing in a month from now. So I'm totally sure I'm free. So I'm going to be a vampire in a month. And then also, very excited. This Friday, we changed things up a little bit. We were supposed to be doing Wild Sea. Sadly, weren't able to do that, but we are going to be in a slasher flick on Friday. I am playing a character who basically watches true crime, like loves true crime podcasts. So she's convinced that if she goes to this summer camp, that like there was a disappearance last year, she's going to be able to solve the murder. She's convinced. You cannot tell her otherwise. So she's probably going to be the first one to die. Really excited. Cannot wait. That's on Lost Caravan. So that's basically what I know of. And that's me.
That's awesome. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I think maybe next up would be Casa. Tell us about where people can find you and what you're up to.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Casa and I'm just having fun playing TTRPGs. I am on Locus on Lost Caravan tomorrow. So another late night, which is super fun. And also on Friday. Yeah. On Friday, I've got on channel Other Doc on Twitch, I've got Don't Rest Your Head, which is also something really dark and mysterious. So I'm excited for that. And then on Halloween, I am in Lancer on Lost Caravan. And that's my October. I'm playing Mei Hua, a graffiti artist. And yeah, I'm just excited to be doing Cyberpunk because I love the game. And yeah, here we are.
It's good. It's good. Paul, why don't you... tell us where people can find you and what you're up to.
Hey, everybody. Well, currently you can find me pulling, Taylor and I are both doing this right now, pulling a Ravishing Rick Rude because we're pre-recorded on Chaotic Wonderful right now, running Shadowrun as we're about to play some Cyberpunk. So we're doubling down on an evening. I can also find me on Mondays on Weave the Tale, playing some 5e D&D modules with the creator there. You can find me here clearly playing Cyberpunk, and upcoming in the future, I believe I've got some Lancer lined up. I don't think we picked an exact date yet, but that should be coming out in a bit. You can also find me looking at my schedule. You cannot find me anywhere for a bit, but I'll have more announcements in the near future. So, I can take that back. Also, in a podcast format, you can find me on Response Team Omniground playing Lancer, No Room for Wallflower, really good. We got a lot of cinematic giant robot battles. Great character-driven stuff, and you definitely need to check that out if you're not. It is the kind of a proto passion project, and it's really good stuff.
Hell yeah! Oh, that's good. That's good. And last but not least at all, Ashton, mom to turtle extraordinaire in this game. Let us know where people can find you and what you're up to.
Yeah, what is going on, Power Bottoms? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. I have IBS, and that's okay. It probably won't be okay later. I just ate a lot of pizza. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at popsicle_Mike. That's where I tweet about my IBS or other things, just whatever. If you like audio dramas, you can check out at FKF Tweets on Twitter. That is an audio drama called Friday Night Fights. Night is with a K, so it's Friday Knight Fights. And it's about King Arthur reincarnated as a dumb himbo who plays football. And the entire first season is out, all 20 episodes. You can go check it out. It's pretty good. I wrote the whole thing, and also I acted in it and also produced it. So please go check it out. It's my life's work. But if you're not into audio dramas, you can go check out at Cars Conspiracy on Twitter. And that is a show called Written in the Cars, where I just yell about Pixar's cars. We released an episode this week. What was it? We talked about NASCAR. We sat back and we let an expert give us information about NASCAR. This upcoming week, we got a microbiologist who we're talking about how maybe the cars are parasites. Anyway, go check that out. I'm playing Paris. The turtle mom. Media
extraordinaire / turtle mom. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. Well, excellent. Everybody, thank you all for joining. us this evening. Taylor.
Oh, I'm
that's
here.
right. You-
Hi. I do stuff here.
Yeah, I forget. Like, as Taylor's like part of the HSC like leadership, it's like, follow the HSC, find all of her stuff.
Yeah.
Join the Discord, announce everything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything else going on because holidays, so except Fridays, sleepaway on Weave the Tail. Super sad, super terrifying. 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, we've got Wild Sea Over on Lost Caravan coming up in November.
11/11.
Mention Wild Sea. Oh my
11/11.
God.
Yeah, that's 11/11. That's all of us.
I
That's
forgot,
the three of
but yeah.
us doing that. Four of us, because Cassie, you're in on that one too. Yeah. Cacti. And
But otherwise, I'm here.
That's good. Good stuff. All right. So Ascension. My wayward players, you all have been given the gift of loot and trouble in the form of a nearly dead person and a recently dead head. Deceased, decapitated head. The head belongs to apparently a former voodoo boy, old school style, an old white dude in his 50s, which would put him he would have been a young edge runner back in the time of 2020. But now that we're in 2045, 2047, not so young anymore. And super dead, sitting in a bag, wrapped up in a blazer. I think is
And a thank you bag.
Yes, that's right.
He's double knotted in a thank you bag inside of a blazer that has been turned into a satchel.
Yes.
And I believe our media has then acquired another blazer from the collection of blazers. The most expensive thing in the community is this collection of blazers.
And what is our community's name again?
Edge Squatters.
Edge Squatters. So good. Thank you, chat, for that. Yeah. And you all also have another person, this woman in a big red coat. I think everybody has taken her weapons and armor, right? Okay. Who took her Kevlar? I forget who had picked that up off of her?
If nobody says anything, I'm going to take it because I'm big and scary and would like to not get shot. I would like to take less damage when I'm shot.
It wouldn't go with my outfit, so.
Okay, check.
It's not a blazer.
Yeah, right.
Can we get that in blazer form? I would like.
I mean, a tech can make almost anything happen. So if we give that piece to a tech, not only could it get repaired,
to C3.
Yeah. It is, so just for mechanics purposes, it is damaged. It has been shot a bunch. There's holes in it. So its current protection rating is 4.
That's 4 more than I had.
It's true. Yeah. And the rest of your crew were all sitting with t-shirts and jackets and things. So no protection for the rest of us. And let's see here, other recap stuff. Trying to think of other major plot things that matter right now, because we have our turtle with us, Keanu.
Yep. There was a long debate about what we're doing with Keanu, and Keanu and our media has made it very clear that Keanu is coming with us.
You can't leave Keanu behind.
Not at all. Not any of Keanu. I mean, he's like a 300-pound turtle. He's in a tank. The tank probably is like 1,000 pounds of water.
Yes.
Just to make sure he's got enough room.
Yeah, what's your point?
It's good.
How are we pushing this again?
The
travel tank is smaller. That's the one he lives in.
That's right.
The travel tank is a little red wagon with a turtle and a little, like an inch of water, apparently.
Yeah, and like a spray bottle, He loves
it.
Yeah. So this cart that is carting around our turtle Keanu is amorphously sized. When we need it to be a certain size, we will figure out what its final form is. But for now, it is a cart holding a tank that has water and a turtle in it.
Does Keanu have Captain America shield physics? Is that what you've just declared?
No.
It's
like everything else here. Nothing has full texture until we really need it to have full texture.
Just making sure.
It will in the future.
Yeah. once
It's a
somebody
to
has
be
a chance
announced
to,
situation.
yeah, somebody sacrifices like a light armor jacket situation, it just wraps this tank in bulletproof mesh. That's not today. That tank
Probably.
gets shot, it's draining right now. So be careful of what happens to the tank. All right. So to set the stage a little bit, you all are leaving the maintenance area, and you are working your way towards some service elevators that are going to be able to get you off of this floor and closer to a safe house that Nineveh has secured. Not secured, but you are aware of, right? You have a meet in the works. And here in a little while, you're going to need to contact them to make sure they know to meet you there and let you in and all that kind of stuff and negotiate terms. But before we get there, we have this problem of you're all kind of scoping down this hallway before you step out into the surface area. And there are two members of the Lighthouse gang. They don't look like the big bruisers. They don't look like the big enforcers. They look a little bit on the younger side, maybe 18, 19. I think anybody with a local knowledge, local expert above 3 would know them as lookouts or scouts for the Lighthouse gang. Anybody with a streetwise of 3 or better, you would probably know that they're going to be lighter armored. They're going to maybe have a pistol. Their role is typically to be on the lookout and be able to call in bigger muscle if needed, but otherwise just, our eyes on the scene usually. And so you've got these 2 scouts, a pair of women that are kind of working their way down the hallway. They haven't spotted you all yet. You're still in the maintenance area. Let you all decide how you want to exit this, if it's at a door or like an access panel or whatever. You all tell me how you want to leave the maintenance area. But you see the 2 of them, they're about maybe 20 meters to the right, kind of towards the elevators. And one of them is on an agent, and she is talking to somebody. It's like, are you sure it's in here? Like, I don't see what you're talking about. And she's kind of looking around. And the other one is putting hands on the wall, like on the wrong wall, on the wall opposite of you. And she's kind of trying to find a seam or something. And you can just see the 2 of them kind of at that end of the hall. I'm going to say to the left of the group, if you were to look the other way, is a couple of maintenance closets and IT type closets, that kind of stuff. So there's some other working rooms over here behind locked doors that where you're at now doesn't have access to. So if you wanted to get into those rooms, you'd have to step out in the hall, go down, open that door, and then you could get into one of those rooms. But for right now, we're looking at an open hall. Past these 2 scouts would be, a left-hand turn that would head you towards the elevators, kind of thing. And you all can decide who's closest and what you all want to do. But you have a couple of minutes before they're really close enough to even hear you, as they're at the other end of that hall, closer to the corner, just kind of getting their bearings in this space.
I'm assuming the hall is like one way in, one way out. We can't like shimmy across behind some machinery that's tighter fitting, or clearly we can't get the turtle through there, but I'm talking about people individually.
Yeah. So this hallway is it begins a maintenance canal. And so it's supposed to be relatively clear. As with any good maintenance canal, though, there is some just stuff that ends up getting stashed here. Like there's one of those like chair carts that has a whole bunch of foldy chairs just kind of like up on a cart, right? Pressed up against the far wall away from you. And there would be like a couple of cardboard boxes down towards one of those closets on the left-hand side. But there's not a ton of there's no equipment. There's just some like leftover stuff that some, worker, like crew is like, we need a place to stash it. Let's stash it here. We'll come back later when we need it. But is otherwise a a pretty clear hall, and it's supposed to be because a lot of times they'll be moving carts through here and all that kind of stuff. Mary, I thought I saw you had some stuff, Mary.
I guess what I know. So these are lookouts, right?
Yeah.
They may not be the most intelligent group of people. They could be outsmarted or outwitted in a way that I could cause some distraction, is kind of what I'm thinking.
Sure.
If possible.
Yeah. I mean, look, any good gang member has their problems, right? And they are new-ish to be given this role. Like mechanically, they could be like a rank 1 gang member kind of thing. They're given the kind of junk jobs that puts them in the most risk with the least amount of backup, and who knows their reasons for being here, but yeah, a smart social character like you could quite easily talk to them, either distract them or figure out what their buttons are and leverage them.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into one of my bags where I'm assuming I have like some sort of alcoholic beverage. I kind of like take a drink of it so I smell of alcohol, and I'm going to stumble out and pull a drunk girl coming out to try and get them to focus on me and maybe lead me somewhere. I guess I'm gonna try and like stumble like full on like Valley Girl moment of just like, excuse me, I'm just don't. Oh my god, you guys are like these like, I've always wanted to know what you guys do. You guys have the coolest outfits. Oh my god.
The
and
one
I'm just going out.
The one who's on the phone like taps her partner and like points in your direction, and the partner like breaks out of her reverie and like starts heading your way. Give me all right, so you're kind of donning this thing. Give me I want to say wardrobe style, as you like ruffle up your clothes real quick to make it right for the like drunk girl situation you're going for, if you don't mind.
For sure.
20.
That's 20.
Sweet. Yeah. So you prep proper, splash some of this, like, I mean, it's not like store-bought alcohol. This is like Tin Can made some of this. Okay. So this is like fermented potatoes or whatever she grew.
Got some moonshine.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's
old people potatoes.
Right. It does the job of smelling like alcohol.
Vodka be vodka be vodka.
Because she does not have like a strong filtration system here. It's just like, oh, we lost somebody. But either way, you reek of alcohol without very much, and head out into the hall, and you're talking to them. I'm going to do a quick human perception here off of my dice. Okay.
Doing a great impression of me.
Say again. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, this scout, she comes up to you. We're gonna call her Dawn. Dawn comes up to you and says, oh girl, where you are lost.
I was supposed to be on like floor like 5, and I don't know, what is this the floor 5?
No, it's not good. Floor 5. Here, and she reaches out and like tries to put a hand on your shoulder to like kind of guide you.
Mm-hmm. I'll let it happen and kind of let them like help me out if possible.
Yeah, she starts to take you like down the hall, away from where she spotted you, and she's like, where are your friends?
I went to the bathroom, and I think they went to another place, and I just got lost, and we were supposed to go to that new nightclub, and like and I got left all alone, and so I went to try and find it, and I can't find it.
Yeah.
So
And she asks you one last question. She says, "Did anybody go to the bathroom with you? Were you with someone, or did you just wander all by yourself up here?"
there was some. Oh my god, I left them in the bathroom.
Oh,
I'm such a bad friend. Can you help me find the bathroom?
you know what? Let's get you down here towards the elevators. We'll get you closer to where you're supposed to be. How about that? Was that okay?
Yeah, and like, could you look, I'm just really weak and I don't know how to protect myself. And I heard there's some not very nice people. And
Yeah.
you look really strong. Like you could protect me when I go upstairs.
They kind of share a glance, and give me a human perception
Okay.
as they're kind of walking you around the corner. And you all see, like, the whole group, whoever wants to see, you see that she is like affecting drunk girl super well. And one of them is kind of like gently ushering her towards the elevators. They're not being quiet. You can hear this conversation.
As they're ushering her around the corner, I would like to stealth so I can keep an eye on her just in case things go south.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth. As you
18?
are sweet versus their not stealth, their perception. Okay. And
18 human perception.
yeah, okay, perfect. So yeah, Nineveh, they're being really nice, very nice words. And you get this like brief flash as they share that look. They're gonna roll you. They're gonna try and the one who is not touching you, she is moving to put you into a headlock.
Fun.
And they're just gonna try and knock you out and take your stuff. This is like you could just see it's like, oh, they're just going to rob me. Like that's the move they're going to go for, as they think you're passed out. So they're not going to get surprised on you. You see this coming.
All right.
Nev, you solid stealth roll. You're at the corner and you see them starting to make some moves that are obviously in a threatening manner. So neither of you are going to get surprised. We're going to roll initiative to see what happens, right? See who goes first and all that good stuff. But at least this first round, the two of you will get to act, and then we can bring in the rest of the group in a second. Yeah, I think let's just roll initiative. So initiative is there's a button on your character sheet under combat for initiative. It's a D10 plus reflexes. And it is an 8. Another 8. Ooh. Okay.
Sorry, where is it?
It's up at the very top.
Very top.
Very top, right across from HP.
Okay, cool. So Nev and Nineveh, you're both faster than these scouts. They did not roll great on their initiative. They're not solos or any of that kind of stuff. They don't get the really cool like combat expertise that makes them the first. So Nineveh, since you're in the most danger, I want you to go first, because you're going to be the one who like you see it all unfolding right away, and you're in the best position to act right now. You know that one of them is going to go for a grapple, and maybe the two of them are going to try and grapple you. But either way, the one who's coming up from behind you, she's going to try and go for a grapple.
Oh boy. I guess I'm not the strongest person. I think I'm gonna. So I more am the person that I'm not quick, but I'm a tank. And so I'm basically gonna plant myself in a way that I can have my arms up slightly for something to catch, kind of to endure, to kind of like hold myself until I get help type of a situation.
I get you. You have no idea that any of your crew has been following you. That stealth roll was really good. So are you going to call out at all to ask for help, or are you Okay.
I'm just gonna say, oh my god, I think that's my friend right there. And I'm gonna like, I'm hopefully not pointing to uh to our friend that's
Are
stealthing.
you pointing towards the elevators or towards where you came from? That's the important bit.
Probably like towards the elevator so I can make them look another way.
Fair.
That's kind of my plan.
All right, cool. Then I'll give you like a +2 on your evasion when they make their attack roll, because you're basically getting yourself ready to like fend off attacks. Nev, she is pointing away from you. One of them is already glancing in that direction. The other one probably could catch you out of the corner of their eye, but you're just faster. So what does Nev want to do?
If one's already distracted, he's just gonna go right for the jugular. Like, this is one of those situations where this is what he knows what to do. You go for the jugular. You don't let these people hurt your people. Yeah. So he's going to use his brand. He's not going to use the katana because that's big and flashy and a thing, and we're in a tight hallway, and that seems like a bad idea. But that brand new shiv that I got last game.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna slide up and put one hand over the mouth and bury the shiv into their stomach.
Awesome. Yeah. So go ahead and give me your attack roll versus their evasion. 16. Okay. You're going to have a +4 on this, or sorry, +10 on this. So yeah, that's a 14. You hit. So go ahead and give me your damage.
Just a D6. You said that for that?
Yeah, it's a 1d6. Yeah.
Yep.
On that shiv. I love these scrappy fights.
6.
All right. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Max damage. Okay, cool. So yeah, you sink it in deep, and she yowls, "Oh fuck! Where did you go?"
No, like I said, hand over the mouth, shiv right in. Like it's literally the don't make a lot of noise. Time to get shanked.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Next time I need to make you do a called shot. So we'll do that.
I mean, yeah, they can totally bite down on my hand, but it's very much the like he's not going for anything particular, just the artistic of like hand mouth shiv, and I can totally make the called shot other time. It's not of it. It's more flavorful of that.
Yep, absolutely. So good stuff. So yeah, the two of you go into action. The one that you stabbed, she is going to take a step back and shoot at you with her pistol. That is going to be looking at the range chart here, which I've got all the stuff here. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So she shoots you with this pistol for 2d6 damage, 5 total.
So one
makes it through, and your armor goes down by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then the next one, she's still on this like I'm choking this person game. So Mary, Nineveh, I need you to roll evasion. So she's going to roll to try and grab you. She rolls a 13.
All right. 11.
All right. So she gets you.
2.
Oh, that's right. So 13 and okay. By the rules, the original rules, ties go to the defender, but I wanted more action in this game, so I made it so that one of the house rules is ties go to the attacker. So she does get a grab on you. She's going to do she's going to put you into a chokehold. And so next round you will start choking. This round you're not choking, but if you're still in this hold next round, then you're going to start losing HP.
Gotcha.
Okay. So let's get everybody else to roll initiative. Now you all can join this fray, as obviously things are popping, things are happening. So let's get everybody else's initiative. Mine are still at 8.
I feel a bit dumb, but where is initiative?
It's all the way at the top of the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I know. I can see it.
Oh my gosh. Lonnie at a 2. Cass at a 9.
Shit.
Oh, dang. Paris.
I don't know how that happened.
Paris goes first.
I don't know how the
First
fuck
on
that
the
happened.
scene. Paris Media. Paris, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm the worst person to go first.
Take care of your turtle. That's number 1, right?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
So, Paris, one of the things you spied that matters here is one of them does have an agent. And they're
Right.
currently not talking into it. But if there's I don't know what my character would be doing, your media would know the power of that agent in this fight.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna try to sneak up on that shit, and I would like to grab it if I can, but if
No
not,
sneaking
at least...
anymore. We're past sneaking.
Oh,
They're aware
okay.
that people are coming. They're aware that stuff's going on. So you're gonna run up.
Okay. Okay. Hold on then. Okay.
You're in. Let's go.
I know. Hold
it's
on.
2v6.
Okay, no,
it's
that's not
2v6. It's gonna be fine.
No, I know. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm really trying to fuck around and see how I can use contortionist for this. That's what.
Just come out of the grates
Yeah.
on the side. They'll never see you coming.
Yeah, can I try to come from like above? Like, can I climb up and do like some cool Assassin's Creed shit and then jump down?
I'm here for it. Yes.
Yes.
Athletics or contortion, whichever one you like. I think it's
I'm
gonna be
gonna do
contortion.
It's good.
contortionist.
Yeah. So you
well.
like get up, like let's say the top of the ceiling has all of the like data cabling, conduit, and all that kind of stuff. And you will watch as Paris just like gets herself up there. And Paris, you have this like spider web of cabling and conduit up there, and you like skitter, like make your way across the ceiling like some kind of monster. What is your contortion? Oh gosh, there it is.
Yeah.
11.
Okay, so this is the great thing about being a highly skilled character. Even though you crit failed, you still got an 11.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you get over there. You're not in the best position to attack them, so you're not going to get any like kind of cool bonuses for coming from above or any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, you're up there. And you make your way to the scene. You have an action left over after all this movement. So what would you like to do?
Oh man, I want to drop down like an evil monkey, just on their head.
Just fall on him. Yeah. Give me a brawling check to like accurately land on this person.
Yeah, sure.
15.
Versus their evasion. Oh, 16. Okay, so you go to fall on them to like just tackle them from above, and some sixth sense of like maybe there's some racket going on above them or something like that. They like take a big step back, like what? As you just plummet right in front of them. You take no damage. Nobody's like getting cut right now. We're all about to be, but yeah, they're shocked that this blazered, beautiful media monkey has dropped from the ceiling, and clearly they did not understand what they were getting into.
All I think is like Bruce Banner on the Rainbow Bridge in the Thor movie, just a thud.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Just I mean, just you're on the ground, not prone. You're fine, but they sidestep you. Okay. I think my next people to go are looking at initiative. I think it's Nev and Nineveh at 14. Yeah.
Oh man.
Either of you can go first, whichever.
You want me to go first? I'm gonna follow up very similar. I'm just gonna draw the other weapon and hit with the katana because now it's all
Nice.
done to shit. The media are falling from the ceiling. Everything has gone crazy.
Yeah, right in front of you. She
Yeah,
just like plumps. you were
I
like
will
holding
draw
the
katana
face, and you had to let
step
go.
over
as
the
everybody
media.
jumps
Like,
away.
I draw the sword and step over the media and take a swing. Like that's all I can think to do. Because anything else would be acknowledging what just happened, and I can't do that right now. I cannot process the blazer falling from heaven at this exact moment.
Beautiful. Yeah, give me
19.
Okay, 19 versus their evasion. You hit. Katana's damage, I think, is I think that's a large weapon, so it should be a 3d6.
Okay. Oh, big bad 7, because apparently I'm gonna roll badly on the second roll.
On the second one, yeah. Well, you do 2 more damage than you did last time, so or 1 more damage than you did last time. So still all good.
13 total.
Yep. You're cutting through her light armor, and doing some damage.
The advantage of that is at least it's halved because it's melee combat and not
That's
full
right.
armor.
That's right. And because it's a heavy weapon, you do get a second attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should have a rate of fire 2 on that guy. So
Yep.
go ahead and give it another swing.
A lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she crit fails by a lot. So go ahead and roll your damage. I'm gonna add +2 because she crit failed.
9, so 11 if you add +2.
Yeah. Okay, cool. She's getting cut by your blade, and this person fell, and she's like, "What the fuck's going on? Oh god!" And she's like, "What? Why?" She's very confused. Nineveh, what do you want to do? You hear this commotion behind you as you're like fighting for your life from this person who's trying to choke you.
Fun. Okay, so you said there's like doors. Are there any that have really uncomfortable handles that if I ran them back into them,
Oh yeah,
it would hurt very badly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a brawling to try and like hurt them. You're gonna try and like overcome their control of the grapple. Because as you're controlling somebody, you don't want them to be moving around. So you've got to beat them at brawling to then get to throw them against a wall, kind of thing.
All right, let's try it.
14.
Nope.
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 Wait.
Negative 2.
That is make a true brawl check.
Okay. So
Somehow Nineveh falls from the ceiling.
Yeah.
rules are a little light on this. I'm gonna say that Nineveh, you crunch down to like try and get that like back motion going, and you end up choking yourself for 2 damage. I think.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, but the crit fail to -2.
I love it. I love it.
Something.
You like had your chin perfectly in a spot where they couldn't choke you, and then that like, oh no.
Yeah.
Nineveh got a little too into it, is what we found out.
I did apparently.
Now this is melee combat, so you do get a second try.
Okay. Oh, sure. Well, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Let's
They
do
have a
it.
12. They have a 12 on their stuff. Wow,
that's
there
better.
we go.
that's a crit
Roll
success.
20 gives and takes, man.
Yeah,
It does.
No kidding. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say 1, you're in control of the grapple now because
Okay.
you have bested them at brawling, and you were gonna slam them against the wall, right?
Yeah.
And that's gonna make them break their grip. Go ahead and roll a d6 to see how much damage you do to them.
Okay. 4 points.
4. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you slam them. You hear her like just like knock some wind out of her. She releases her grip, and you're free. You still have your move and a free. You know, if you want to drop something or pick something up, but you have your move. So if you want to like step away or move to a better position or whatever you'd like to do, you can do that now.
Where's the agent?
Still in the person that's being sliced and diced with the katana. It's in her pocket.
I'm gonna move closer to that
when you were being escorted.
Okay. I'm gonna run closer so I can hopefully like grab that next round if no one else does.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that you're gonna move to like kind of block her. You
Great.
really want her and that agent to stay put, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
100%.
Good stuff. Awesome. So next up is I think Raina at 12.
Cool beans. I have options of what I'm going to do here. So let me get the picture straight. One person has now been slammed into a door but is left alone, and then the other person has Nev and Nineveh blocking them in.
Yeah, Nev is cutting. Nineveh has moved to block.
Blocking. And then Paris is on the ground.
Paris
in
is
that
present.
mess. Gotcha.
Accounted for.
Technically, I'm using a human shield, so if they want to attack Paris, they have to hit me. I stood up.
Yeah, you did.
To Paris.
You said you stepped over her, but I'm going to say you stepped between.
We stepped in between. I'll say they're in between action. Like,
yeah.
I think I'll just look over to Nev and like, stopping them or hurting them? What do you want me to do?
Stop them by hurting them.
Okay, I run as fast as I can. My little 5'2" body is sprinting. And I'm going to flying kick into the one that's left alone.
Excellent.
Roll that kung fu. Actually, which martial art is
That's
it?
that's a lot of kung fu.
Taekwondo.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Taekwondo!
God.
That's a 25. All right, I'm gonna roll their evasion because they do get to try and dodge.
Do get to try. They do.
It's beautiful.
They do not dodge. So a flying kick
Wonderful.
does like damage and some other stuff too, right?
So first I do 12 damage because I have a body of 8 because I may be small, but I am strong.
Yes.
And then they are prone. And
Good.
yeah.
Now
Let's
she
see. Hold
can't
on.
That
Your
changes
remaining
some things.
movement this turn, you fling forward in a straight line. Kick them. Yeah, you deal your damage to the body location as if you struck them with a martial arts attack. Additionally, if you hit, your target is now prone and is removed from any motorcycle or other vehicle. Blah, 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 blah.
Sweet. Yeah. So she's knocked off her razor scooter.
Yeah, and I'm just like knee
okay.
into the chest over them. Because
What?
I can't
They're
move
not
because I
razor
took my
scooters?
movement too.
Well, you do have a. Does this take both your attacks, the flying kick? Okay, so
Yeah.
you're not able to pin her, just like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thematically. You've knocked her to the ground.
Yeah.
She'd have to spend some effort to get up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you're there. Okay, you were at initiative 9. These two get to go. Oh no, Casa, you're at 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does what would you like to do?
I think May would see that everyone's doing something and she'd just shake up a marker and start drawing. Just a little turtle, just on the wall somewhere. Pretty cute. And then, I don't know. Yeah, she would just keep drawing. I don't think she would get involved. It seemed like they had everything all sorted. So
Yeah, love it. So you like maybe over kind of where you all left the maintenance area, there's like a little like graffiti line work of a turtle.
Yeah,
Love it.
Keanu just munching on some leaves or something.
Yes. Okay, love it. All right, and then so these two are going to get to go. The one that is on the ground, she is going to spend her action to get up, and then she is going to run at a movement of 4 away from you all towards the elevators / stairs. The other one is gonna try. She like looks at Mary, and she wants to try and get past you. So Mary, roll either evasion or brawling, whichever one is higher for you to block her, and she's gonna try and evade you.
They're the exact same, so I think brawling would be funnier. So I'm going to roll that.
Sweet.
That's a 9.
It's the 9 total.
9 total.
Good. Okay. Yeah. So you move to get in her way, and she's able to get past you. She also moves at a 4 away from the group. So the two of them are now 8 meters away from all of you, and they're both rabbiting. They did not expect this drunk girl to have 5 friends dropping from the ceiling with a katana. Like, this is too much. They know. They thought they had a mark. They were the marks. They've read the situation. They're out if they can help it. But Skip, what you got?
So wait, so both of them are running or just one of them is?
Both of them are running. Yeah. They were both like, oh man, she's probably got some money, maybe an agent. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Wait, what? Why am I getting cut? I'm out of here. This is bad. So yeah, you can see that they're not like panicked, but they are leaving, right? So like one of them just used her move. She did not use her action to move again. The other one used her action to get up and move again. So they're sticking kind of together, right? They're not, one of them, what I'm trying to say here is one of them's not abandoning her friend.
Okay. Okay.
They're not in a full-blown panic yet.
Yeah.
They're technically
like,
the baddies, but they have their priorities figured out with friend group. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. They're battle buddies. Yeah, it's like, this is a bad situation. For this round, they think they're okay sticking together. Depending on what happens, maybe they stop, but we'll see. Skit,
Okay.
It is your go.
So Skit has her like there was a med bag with Red, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So she has like her freshly new to her surgery scissors in her hand, and she's ready to like literally like chase someone down and stab at them. Like she's like, ah! But then she sees they're running, and she ends up just kind of like awkwardly putting it down. She's like, I'm late to the action.
Running at them. It's like,
This is what I get from my Wi-Fi cutting out. Like, I'm late to the action, Skit's late to the action. But instead she's gonna, would it be persuasion if I try to yell after them and just say, pretend you never saw us?
yeah.
Okay. So she like, after she like awkwardly like puts her scissors down, she's like, hey, pretend you never saw us.
Yeah.
And
Roll your
no.
persuade.
I'm trying to, but for some reason
Oh, I got it.
It's going.
It keeps going.
I'm gonna
like
restart
3
1 second. Roll 20.
I like 14.
I
Take the
don't know
best
what's
one.
happening. My
Triple
sheet was
advantage.
literally moving with me. Like I clicked on persuasion and then I moved my mouse and then it followed. I don't know. Oh no.
It's fine. Yeah. So the first one you rolled was a 12. And the leader of the two, I'm rolling for her. And she also rolled a 12. But because we've made it easier for the aggressor, you've convinced them. As well as you've convinced them. This is a big embarrassment. Like they just got completely rolled by a drunk girl and all of her friends. So they're probably going to be quiet about this for for as long as they can. They were clearly on some kind of job. They were clearly supposed to be doing something, but they're going to leave this scene. Provided you all let them, because I'm going to give us one more combat round to see if somebody wants to chase them. But yeah, it looks as though maybe the reply back is like, yeah, no shit. I'm not talking to anybody about this. And then that's the reply you get. So next round, top of the order, who is the one that like, Who's
the one that ate shit?
The spider monkey. Yeah, you get to go first. What would you like to do? They're 8 meters away from you, and it looks like they're running.
Yeah, if I see them running, I mean, I'm just gonna get up and kind of like wipe off my blazer, and just casually be like, I meant to do that. That was all part of the plan.
It's good psyops. They were properly freaked out by this person in a bright. Is it the bright orange? Is it the bright red?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice blazer. Good. Yeah. How did I not see her coming from the roof?
A great blazer drop strategy.
Yeah. Nev and Nenevin.
I actually looked at Nineveh and see if she wants us to continue to go after them. This was kind of her situation. I'm going to let her call the shot rather than being the aggressor, because I will run them down and do what I do. If Ninevin's like gives me a nod, if Nineven gives me the nod, the kill word, the kill hand gesture, like she's like, no Russian, whatever she wants to make happen.
Okay. Would I know how dangerous it would be to keep them alive? That is my main question. How dangerous for us is it if they leave?
Oh, that's a great question.
Skit scared them off. Why would we need to worry about that?
Don't you want the teeth?
Yeah.
Oh no. My one bite.
Severe lack of teeth in this encounter.
Very disappointing.
Okay.
Come on, the one I flying kicked had to have lost like 1.
No,
No, it wasn't to the head. It wasn't to the head.
That's true. I should have called shot at it.
We gotta start called shotting these teeth shots.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Called
Well,
shot canines.
They don't. I assume that we didn't drag out like the body or anything they're looking for, so they don't identify us as being involved.
Yeah,
in that,
it just
that's
looked
what
like they
they're
got counter ganked. You know, like
Yeah.
they thought,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're
Which
gonna roll these
happens.
guys.
They stepped on our
Yeah.
turf and we just wanted them out.
Yeah.
They didn't find
Yeah.
what they were actually looking for.
Right.
Mhm.
So yeah, right. There's like, is there a new gang in town? A gang of
There's clearly a new
blazer
squatter.
people.
Don't fuck with us.
That's
Clearly, we're marking our turf with turtles. So
You know,
That's your gang sign. Okay. I love that. Let's see here. As a fixer, you have a lot of ways of assessing this. You really do. You have, you have streetwise you could roll here. You have some human perception to roll here to kind of figure out, are they really going to stick to that? If they leave, what kind of trouble are they going to be in? That kind of thing. Yeah, I think roll either of those two things, and you're gonna get to the bottom of what.
Human perception's my best, so I'm gonna go with that.
Done.
And 17.
17. Okay, good. Versus they do get an option. Okay. Your perception here is that they have been properly humiliated, which means that they really have two courses. They can either mutually agree that this never happened, at which point nobody ever is going to hear about any of this, and they're going to come back to finish their job once they figure you all have left, right? Or they are going to have some kind of like honor bound need to get you guys back, but it won't be right now and it won't be today.
Okay.
Kind of thing. So you've got one of those two things. Your read of these two is that they're probably going to lay low, hope you guys leave so they can get back to their job, and nobody on their gang is going to be any of the wiser, right? That's your perception here, is that they are going to try and hide out, and they're not giving up on their job, right? But they're going to wait until you all leave and try again when there's fewer spider monkeys and katanas present.
That's a fun band name.
I'm gonna
Spider Monkeys and Katanas.
That's
a ska band if I've ever heard one.
TM.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold up my agent and take a picture of them, and I'm going to say, "This never happened, and if I hear word of this happening, I've got this."
Okay. Adding a little extra threat on top of that. Go ahead and give me another persuade to really send this home. Versus there.
Is there any way anybody can assist with that? Look intimidating behind her.
Yeah, I mean, I think
clean the blood off the blade.
Everyone's
maybe-
looking intimidating.
Yeah,
They're all staring
let's
at
give
them.
you a +1 just from the whole crew, right?
All right,
Like everybody here. I think that's good.
16, so
Okay.
17 total.
Yeah, I mean, they've been properly cowed, and now they know there's extra risk on going back on this like street agreement. And for mechanical purposes, I'm going to say that you've also won like a kind of a stare down. In Cyberpunk, there's this mechanic to avoid fights of stare downs, so that these two people are going to have a -2 against you the next time they see you all. Because you've properly humiliated them. They've been broken. You know it, they know it. So the next time they see you all, they're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Specifically from Skit and Mary, because you're the two that sank at home in terms of that intimidate. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're out.
Before
'cause-
they're out,
Okay.
just curious. Is their pistol on a leg holster, or do they have a wallet in their back pocket? Like, what is easily snatchable for a very small, very quiet, sticky-fingered gal?
Yeah, right. I mean, roll your pickpocket, and we'll see. What you
I'm
end up
trying
with.
to find it.
As you in the last moments that you can.
Yeah, like
swing-
before they turn around in the elevator door, you know?
Well, we make them take the stairs. We want
Oh,
the
yeah.
elevator. They take the fucking
Yeah,
stairs.
they actually do
Even
run
better.
to the stairs, because the stairs they don't have to wait on that.
Even better.
So but
That'd be
yeah.
really awkward. They're afraid of us when they press the button and the elevator's not coming, and they're
Yeah.
just like,
Or just give them, like, the looks.
But if we want to ride the elevator, then it's even more awkward because they have to ride it on the way down.
Yeah.
17. I guess I could take out Taylor's character. I've confirmed that is her name.
Yep.
But 17.
Right, 17 versus their like awareness. Okay. So roll your luck.
Because
you're gonna end up with something.
Not great. Oh, my luck's 4.
All right. So you don't get the pistol out of their hand, but you do get one of their this is lucky and unlucky. You get one of their little like wicking shears.
Ooh.
So it's like a little, it looks like almost like a garden shears, but it has on one side, it has the like blade portion, and that blade meets with like a flat metal plate. And originally these would be used to like cut the wicks off of like really big lighthouse type things. But this gang uses them to like remove digits and stuff. So you catch her little like signature wiki blade, or wicking blade. And so it's good and bad, right? Like it's lucky you have this cool thing, but it's kind of unlucky because like she's properly cowed from this group, but they are going to eventually realize that somebody in this group took the thing, and she's going to want that back. It's probably going to be the one that got close to her at the end.
It's also the one she kicked in the chest. So like,
that's right.
Do you want to get kicked in the chest again?
Yeah. So which one was that? It was Dawn. So we're gonna say you have Dawn's wicking shears, and it's like engraved inside the handle, Dawn instead of like a little hatch for her gang rank or whatever it is. And so
yay, lock cutters.
Yeah, you've got this thing. There's a little bit of blood on it. Yeah, that's in your possession.
Like one of these days, Raina's gonna get got for what she's stealing, and maybe it'll be this. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll find out.
But next time I can actually pin someone to the ground, they're losing a finger.
Yeah. All right. So they're gone. Elevator's coming. All that good stuff. We can kind of fast forward a little bit. You've got the turtle. You've got the body. There's nobody in the elevator when it opens.
I'm gonna go ahead and notice that I got shot now because I only took 1 hit point worth of damage that whole time.
Yeah, and it's not like you're bleeding; it's like you're bruised. The round properly hit the Kevlar, and you've got a bruise on the chest, and that's about it. And Skit can stabilize you like without even. She can just do it. I'm not gonna make you roll. It's such a low DC. You do it, and in a day you'll heal that.
And I'm pretty sure even if I failed and if I crit failed, I think I would still be able to heal him.
I mean, if it's like a bad enough negative, no. But then you try again, and then it works. Like this isn't like. I only want you guys to roll when it like matters, right? You're gonna be able to patch this up, and he's gonna be fine. So we'll kind of skip ahead to you're all on the floor where this workshop is. It's up. You're up on you're up in the like kind of light industry area of the building. So up in the 30s in terms of floor. So you're way up there. You're above all the housing, all the kind of like shops and stuff like that. You're getting into kind of the meat of the building at this point. And these elevators respond to your little badges, your RFID tags. You're allowed to use the elevators. They're not going to stop you, especially because you're deputized maintenance. So at least in these several floors, you have open access to here. Anything above 50 would start to become a problem, but these first 50 floors, especially in these service elevators, you're pretty fine. It's a little awkward because you have a giant turtle and a body bag and like a wet sack.
There's no max capacity for the elevator, is there?
There totally is. Yeah, absolutely. But this is a service elevator. And so it's intended to haul like carts, this cart full of junk, those big long carts full of stacking chairs, moves those all day long. Right. So it's a deeper than your average bear, elevator and all of that good stuff. Niven, you know that you have to deal with a realtor because you have a line on this workshop, and however you pulled that marker, it's I need a safe house. Yep, we know a guy, we know somebody who has a safe house, that kind of thing. If you meet them here today, you can negotiate terms. And so you're on your way to meet the realtor, it's really a fixer. You're there to meet another fixer. And their name is Past Dead. Past hyphen dead. And Past Dead is he's like a realtor, but like works with edge runners, right? So this won't be like a lease. This will be a handshake agreement for a short amount of time kind of deal. And Past Dead has a rep of 3 in the building. Like people know Past Dead compared to your rep of 1. Past Dead is not famous, but is known to some kind of thing. And so you all head up to this, call it 33, 34, whatever floor this is. And when you get to that hall where the workshop is, you see Past Dead kind of leaned up against some double wide door, checking his wrist. He's got his whole forearm is illuminated as there's information coming off of it. And next to him is a bruiser, just some bodyguard that hangs out with Past Dead. And I'm going to say for right now, they don't see you all. But yeah, you can kind of see him up a ways, and you've got pretty clear hall. There's other machinery stuff happening here. There's other shops that are working. So it's not like this is a deserted part of the building. Just that specific workshop doesn't have any tenants in it right now.
Well, I can get the deal going. I don't know. Do you guys all want to be seen together?
Well, I literally have a body bag.
Yeah,
I can always
I'll
change my
go
blazer.
talk to them then. You guys stay hidden and
Do you want me to go with you?
absolutely.
With you? Okay. You need hustle too.
Yeah, that was.
I can come with you and then just change my blazer afterwards if you want.
I appreciate that, but it might be better if you're up in the rafters in case we need
Got
another
it.
spider monkey moment. So
Oh, absolutely.
doubt it. Doubt
I
we're
got
gonna
it.
need that.
Nope,
this
nope.
time.
I'm already climbing up there. Don't even worry about it. I'm already up there.
Just as a fixer, looking at your crew here, you have a med tech, you have the lawman, kind of your muscle here. You've got your media, you've got your net runner. You also have your rocker, and sometimes she can open some doors just from her fame.
Yeah.
And so as you're kind of like taking stock of the crew, a lot of times medias and rockers as social characters can also help open doors for you.
Awesome. May, could you come with us too?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
I'll watch Keanu.
Okay.
You do that.
And I'll watch Red. Just look at the body bag. Just
Yeah, because
I double check and make sure the thank you bag under my arm isn't leaking like head or anything. I'm like, we're good.
just wipe it a little.
Yeah.
Skip, will you roll your cryotech skill for me?
oh my gosh. If I can figure out where that is, then sure.
It should
Could
be
I
under
use-
your rolls, under
Can I
medicine.
use the head in the bag as a weapon?
That's dark. I love
Like a
it.
butter sock.
I love it.
It looks a lot like a slapjack.
Was rolls when it's under rolls, was that the thing we were having trouble figuring out how to actually roll it?
Oh yeah, we were. Okay, so let's see here. Let me get to the bottom of that super fast. Under medtech, how many ranks you have of your 4 medtech ranks? How many of those did you give to cryo system? One. Okay,
Mhm.
Gotcha. So let me just do a quick. Let me make sure I spell it correctly. Cryosystem operation. How does that work? Book. It's been a minute since I had to look you up.
It's like magnets.
I
Nobody
think
knows.
it went under
Um,
medical tech, and it was like one of those things where when you added to cryo systems you added to your skill of medical tech?
There it is. Yeah. So go ahead and give me. So you can move them to a couple of different things. There's a specialty for cryo systems. You can put maximum of 5 in this thing. Let's go to. Okay, that's your total med tech, but to actually roll it to make sure you can do the thing. All right. Okay. So is there a med tech skill that you get to roll?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll that. So that looks like what we're going for.
Okay. I rolled a 13.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So you take a second. She has been stable in here for a little while, but you all have moved quite a bit. And there's that quick second of like, wait. Let me make sure the vitals are still working on this thing. And sure enough, vitals are still working. The cryo pump is still going along. It doesn't have a ton of juice in it. It has about 3 days worth of juice left. But
I'm not holding on to a body for 3 days. It's fine.
Plenty of time.
Right. We don't want to keep her around.
Yeah. So yeah, she's stable and good. And after all of this movement and combat and stuff like that, she's still okay.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's yeah.
I think I probably like ask it at this point. I'm like, what do we have her body? I mean, I'm fine with whatever, but honestly, I would have just kicked her down the chute.
Well, I would basically just kind of like sit there for a second and be like, I saved her. But at the same time, I'm not happy I saved her, but I'm a med tech, so I should be happy that I saved someone. But when we were looking for food earlier today, we ran into a kid who had some pretty bad burns because of a bomb in his section. And the family mentioned a girl in a red coat running away from the scene. So technically, she's able to be sent off to the hospital, but part of me kind of wants to make her pay too. Is that bad?
Do you know she did it?
I mean, how often do you hear somebody say that there's a girl in a big red coat that was walking away from a scene of trouble, and then like later that same day, a girl in a red coat like was almost killed in a battle and jumped down a trash chute? It kind of seems like it should be the same person, you know?
Yeah, I doubt there's a lot of. This is a very bright, unique outfit. Just wondering if she was walking away. Do you know she did the bomb, or she was just walking away from, oh, there's a bomb? Or was it this guy? And I just hold up the thank you bag.
I actually don't. Lonnie, as a player, doesn't remember who the other person was that was walking away. I just remember the person in the red coat, and then later on we saw a person in a red coat.
So that was from the description that you got from Cam,
mm-hmm.
right? And Cam remembers specifically a woman in a red coat and another figure with her.
Okay.
So Cam, after seeing them, got exploded. So like there were probably some details that Cam's never going to get back after dealing with that kind of trauma. But the red coat, he remembered.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, you're kind of keying off of this one thing. Just kind of in the background, I was rolling some local experts for the two of you, and neither of you like know of like a notable solo or anything like that would fit this description of the red coat. But yeah, this is the one piece of evidence you have from that explosion.
Okay. And she will after like the do you know she did it thing, Skit will also be like, should we just bring her to a hospital and just let them take care of it? I don't know. It was a hard decision. I saved her, I mean, she's fine now. She's stable. She can be sent to a hospital and be revived, but like she also has some cool tech on her. And if she was the one that hurt Cam, I like wouldn't feel bad about taking her cyber tech.
I clutch the bag harder. We can keep the head though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Nev won't let me do anything with the head. I think he wants it for something. So we have the head for now.
Yeah, I think like I just kind of shrug and I'm like, I don't know, man. That's really heavy. That's why I spend a lot of my time on the internet and I stick my hands in my pockets and find like a loose piece of lettuce that we got for this morning from Keanu. I'm like, oh, and then fully get distracted, just start feeding Keanu lettuce. Like just attention has been turned. Like I'm not making that decision for you, Doc. Bye.
Skit will sit there for like an extra minute, just kind of like contemplating her choices, and then kind of being like, in her head, she's just thinking like, I can't make this decision right now. And she'll just turn and just kind of like let a little smile creep up on her face, just watching Keanu eat a little piece of lettuce and just like try to distract herself.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So Nineveh and who all is going up with you? I lost a little track.
May, and then Nev,
I'm in the
and then
rafters.
You're up in the rafters.
Yeah.
All right.
I love how Paris has
Stealthing.
one move now.
I'm just gonna say
Paris's move
Look,
all the rest of this game.
Look, Paris has time, so I'm not gonna make Paris roll the contortion to like get herself into the thing. But since you have time now, could you roll a stealth for me to like get, because I assume you're gonna be up above, kind of tracking along with the group, right?
Yes.
Awesome. And you have this. You do have
Paris.
two people here who don't want to get snuck up on specifically.
I assume they also have people in the rafters. I assume everybody has people in the rafters in this building.
Everybody has a media in the rafters.
That's how you get the best shot.
Like, oh,
I mean,
hey.
come on.
If we've got a media in the rafters, they've got at least two media in the rafters. That's the way the world works.
You're blocking my shot. Get out of here, bitch. You're like
Rafter
ram.
media rafter fight.
So to make sure that this red coat is actually the person we're looking for, I just find the media in the rafters from sector 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep.
Section
There
2
you go.
after media.
Done. That's all you need.
Perfect.
15, I think. Yes, that's
12.
right. Yeah, that's what I got. No, 12. Sorry. Wow, my brain doesn't work. 12.
All good. All
I
good.
didn't even have to do math. I just looked at a number and said the wrong number.
It's fine.
Your accounting
It
is
happens.
amazing.
It's
I want your
fine.
accounting to
Down
be
in
so
it.
My
amazing.
accounting is so good.
It's fine. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. So yeah, you're up in the rafters and you're kind of tracking along with the group as the group walks forward. And May and Nineveh, and was there a third person?
Nev
Nev,
too.
yeah.
Nev. Okay, yeah, that's right, Nev. So
I've
so-
fallen behind the two of them, clearly
Gotcha.
taking the role of hustle. Like I'm clearly doing the hustle thing.
Yeah, and I think that just on your approach, the bodyguard has probably been standing this whole time, but as you all are walking towards them, he kind of gives a little nudge to Past Dead, and Past Dead kind of gets up off the wall. He's in like a green sports coat situation with a yellow button down shirt underneath. He's got one of those, like, I forget what the name of the hat, but I always see it with like a little kangaroo on it. It has like a little
kanga.
Maybe so. Yeah, a little short bill on the front kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it rounds.
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
it's a newsy hat, and you wear it backwards with a kanga. Then it's referred to as a kanga.
Gotcha.
If you're looking for the brand.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly what I'm going for. Yeah. So he kind of steps up off the wall and gives you a smile. You immediately recognize each other. So he knows who he's supposed to be meeting. And I think that let's do a real quick grooming.
All right.
Grooming check and wardrobe style check as we begin the dance.
You want all of us to make this, or just
so whoever's going to be close enough to like speak in a soft tone, grooming matters when you're close, but wardrobe style does matter for everybody.
Okay.
So both. Where is it?
Do I need to roll wardrobe if I'm in the rafters?
Oh no.
Okay.
Your
No.
blaze
I
is
don't-
on. Your blaze is on
I
point.
don't know. I listen, I didn't know if there was another media in the rafters that I needed to impress.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
Okay,
that.
cool.
There's actually a network meeting in an hour.
Yeah. Always happens in the rafters. Oh my goodness.
That's why the pipes. That's why that's how they get around the pipe listening network. They meet in the rafters.
That's right.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
right. That's right. Okay, good. Yeah. So everybody is presentable. Nobody like is below a 10 on anything. That's great. Past Ed, he's looking good. He's ready for the meeting. He's clearly pressed and ready kind of deal. And he says, Nenevin, it's good to see. I don't think we've ever met before.
Yeah, I haven't had the pleasure. It's great to finally meet you. I've heard all good things.
Yeah, well, I'm here to make things happen. I've got a place. I'm hoping that this is to your liking, and I'm hoping that we can come up with a deal. The owner is, he'll need to get his cut, but depending on your length of stay, and 3 of you isn't too big of a crowd, so it'll be all right. Is it just the 3 of you going in here?
We've got a few more. Not too many.
Is this like a? Well, okay. A few more. Is this like a rager, orgy? Is this like you're setting up a shop? What's the vibe?
I'm laying low for a few days, but we currently are trying to give some space to our lovely May here to create some beautiful artwork.
May. All right. So they're gonna. I'm gonna have the bodyguard and the fixer to see if they can recognize May. So this is going to be like a local expert versus your rep.
Okay.
Fixer spots you, and bodyguard does not. Well,
Where is-
actually, May, I think May, you get a roll to see if anybody's already a fan. I think.
Mhm.
Oh, how do I do that?
I
Is
think
it just rank?
I think that's your charismatic impact.
Oh, only an 8.
An 8. Okay. I think that neither of these are fans though. But past Dad, he's well informed. He's like, oh,
But I'll jump in and I'll say, hey, I mean, I heard you guys would take a fee, but how about some beautiful art? I would love to, maybe draw something you like, maybe draw you. You guys look so handsome standing here guarding whatever it is that you guys are guarding.
he looks at you, and says, she's good. You're good. Oh yeah. Oh, the owner's gonna love it. I think you know what, May, I'm gonna double check, but I'm willing to bet that if you're willing to do like a mission, the owner would be in for that. I think that would work. There is an upfront price though. I'm gonna run it by you. Just before I do though, I do have to understand what's the duration of stay. How many days do you need the place?
At least Nineveh? Maybe a week?
Probably a week would be best.
Okay. Yeah, a week. All right. Yeah, sure. So that's good. You said there's a couple of you. How many people total?
Total, we've got 2, 4, 6.
6.
Half a dozen.
You know what? That's great. Because the thing of it is the price. You could pay. Okay, it would be about 100 eddies for a week at this place. But I have another option. I don't mean to be in your business, Nineveh. I wanted to come with another option prepared, and I don't want to make assumptions about your financial situation or anything like that. But I did look into you just a little bit.
Understandable. I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay. So the thing is, the place is kind of thrashed.
Mm.
It's exactly fucked over. Okay. And it'd be really great if you and your crew of six could spend a bit of time unfucking the place. Would that be okay? A little bit of labor, like you're living in the place you're renovating, right? And then, that way you're on the books okay, and there's it greases a lot of wheels and
Understandable.
some stuff gets taken
Would that
care
be
of.
a 50% discount or an 80% if I knock in a mural as well?
The mural I think is a really good sweetener here. Look, the owner is looking for me to get a crew that can clean the whole place out.
Got it.
So if you could clean out the whole place, that would pay for it. That would pay it. That would pay the whole thing. But if you only got to say half of it, maybe this mural, this what do you call that with the guys? He's got the dog and the hunting jacket and like the painting of the portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want.
Anything. Oh, good. This is great. Yeah. So a portrait of the owner, I think he'd take half off, and so you wouldn't have to clean the whole place, just some of it, right?
Okay. I think that is more than reasonable. And I hope this opens some doors to further work. I really admire everything that you've done.
Look, it's all about each job, right? Nenevin, your group does a good job here. The painting, I know, is going to be beautiful, right? So yeah, I think that everything comes up swimming. There's no problems.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work together again, right?
All
That's
right.
always the deal, right? Like, place has to be okay when we come back in a week, all of that stuff. And his bodyguard's like, tell him about the rats. It's like, okay, look, there was a rat problem. You got to take care of the rats, okay?
Figured there would be some business there. That's fine. That's
easy.
Handleable.
Okay, yeah. All right, good. I'm glad that you think it's easy. That's great. And Ashton, you're up there in the rafters, and Paris, I'm going to say actually Nev and Paris, you both catch this. The bodyguard like looks right at you. He just like looks his eyes up a little bit and like cocks his head for a second and kind of reads you, and then just goes back to the job at hand. Like, you didn't have like a gun. He did spot you. And
I just do a little wave.
Yeah. Just good. And right as this exchange is happening, you hear like a little squeak as this like rat comes scurrying along the conduit towards you, and like it gets like a foot and a half away from you, and like stands up on its hind legs and looks at you. Squeak. And if you don't do anything, it like gets back down on all fours and crawls away.
I mean, I kind of want to pet it.
I want to throw my wakasashi at it. I want to throw something at it. Show my
well, so Casa, the rat is up in the rafters with Paris. So you don't see this like weird exchange where the rat is like looking at you in the eye. Give me an animal handling, or
shoot,
I don't know. Like,
wait, do you not have animal handling?
You know what? I think that I should have. Did I not change it? It's fine.
You said you were gonna do it after last.
I know, but I think Taylor did it, so I thought it was okay. Yeah, I didn't do it. It's fine.
Spider monkey doesn't know how to deal with spiders or monkeys.
Is this not accounting? Is the rat not good at math?
Oh my god!
Tax return. Here you go, buddy.
Does the rat need his tax return?
Here's your W-2.
The rat needs to be LLC'd out. It needs to form a corporation with the other rats. It wants to unionize.
Yes.
It's looking for.
Wait, do you have any lettuce in your pocket like Taylor did?
I mean, I probably have something in my blazer pockets.
Yeah, you like
some
fish
loose...
in there.
Is it a root?
Maybe some loose cheese.
Give to Jeremiah?
From like the Thai chicken you had this morning.
Yeah, well, I wish I would say yes, but I have to stick to my character, and she did switch out the blazers after that. So I don't think she has any Thai chicken.
Gotta stick to the character. I love it.
Continuity is important. I'll just
What if switching your blazer was like switching your purse? You just like shift all of the crap from the first one into the second one. You put the lid back in the pockets of the new one.
Oh my god.
And the
Oh my
cheese
God.
I mean,
All right.
I did get an 11 on animal handling.
So at an 11, the rat doesn't bite you. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
That's usually the trick. It's like you're gonna reach out and touch a rat, it's gonna bite you. But this one gives you it lets you like flick the ear just a little bit, and then it like scurries away.
Oh man.
And you see on its back. Give me actually before I say what you see. Give me a perception. If you're up in the rafters, it's dark. You know, it's not great. Okay, yeah, an 11 over 10. I'm happy with that. You see a little like a little black metallic line down its back. Like the little bit of glint of light off of a hairless patch. Normally, like body of a rat is just gray, but it's like this metallic black look right along its back as it scurries away.
I see.
All right.
Well, someone wants to be a chef. All right.
And I think with that, it feels like our haggling is complete with you and you and Past Dead. Normally there'd be like a roll to like figure out tweaking the value up and down, but we're really paying in labor here, so you know you're fine. And with that, you know, Past Dead's like, all right, well, do you what account should I give access to the door code on? And he looks at his wrist, and he's what he's gonna do is make it so that your RFID tag or an agent or something like that can be used to open the door.
Fantastic.
Say again?
I said fantastic. I'll give my agent, I guess, and
So you've
get
got
our
that agent from
stuff
Red.
registered. Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you could, just to make sure it's clear, you could use your personal RFID tag that you have with you on all the time. That's your like building access chip. And then you also have Red's phone.
I'm gonna use Red's phone, and then it's not connected to me personally in case they find a body in a workshop. So
Love
we're
it.
just gonna do that just
Cool.
in case. No.
Cool. Yeah.
Smart,
So you produce the phone, and he like scans it or whatever and says, all right, yeah. Okay. So you and associates have 1 week access to do proper renovations, and you know, Bob's your uncle.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, me and Colin here, we're gonna get on out of here, and they leave.
What was his name?
They leave, and you have access to this workshop. What? This is the name we group came up with.
I just want to hear it again. It was so good.
It was good.
Clearly, all the members of that group are there's also exclamation point and semicolon and question mark.
I'm working through all the names.
That entire hustle group.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
man.
It's very medtech of me to assume that colon meant
I did the
Like-
same thing.
Body.
body colon, not
Yep.
The punctuation. I mean, come on, it's punctuation, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
he
question
I love
marks.
between
medtech.
two worlds. on a
Afferzan,
sentence.
Afferzans is clearly the leader of the group.
I was like
He put so
I
much
was
thought
like,
into
okay,
his
next
name.
we're gonna have a stomach,
Yeah.
next we're gonna have an intestine.
Like,
One
got
large,
kidney
one
number
We
small.
one
really
and
need
two.
names. There's duodenum,
Small and
jejunum, and
large.
ileum.
you find Colin's like garden live journal, and he's like, I divide the light and the dark, the life and death, you know. It's like,
Oh
it's like-
Jesus! I immediately unsubscribe.
I subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
I'm digging it.
It's good. It's good.
Hot takes from Colin.
Yeah, you like follow him. He immediately follows back and like likes 15 of your like art posts.
Oh my God.
May is gonna do an entire Colon series coming up here. And
Yep.
Like a short story. Yeah.
Great collab.
the life of Colon.
Yeah. And there's gonna be some kind of way to contact the owner of the establishment to get that art piece done, right? So Past Ed will leave with you, Minivan, like, I don't know, his garden tag or whatever, so you can send him a message and get him down here
Fantastic.
For a sitting.
Yeah.
Or just send a picture, so we don't have to see
Yeah,
it.
we don't need to see you.
We don't need to see it.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's gonna show up with like 40 armed personal guards. You're gonna be like, oh, this guy means business.
He's gonna have
Want
like
some in the
5
background?
outfit changes.
I already know.
Makeup
I already
and
know.
everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't this supposed to be a surprise? You know,
No, he
So
wants-
if
he
he
wants some-
poses for it.
He's gonna
It's
need
a
fans to get the
surprise
wind.
where he has total
Yeah, he
control
wants-
over the minute details of
And
the
then
he walks
airline.
in.
I mean,
He walks in the
like-
day of, and he's like, "My gosh, guys,
yeah,
I have to do that."
that shit.
Super fake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why do
Yeah,
you
no,
already
it's-
know the path I was going? This is not fair.
Because tropes be tropes, yo.
It's got to do something else now. We have to really turn this on its head.
Turns out the portraits of his sea turtle.
Yeah.
His long lost sea turtle that's been missing.
We always remember the look of him because of that one weird fin.
There's just like one day he walks into Paris and I just look at each other, eyes roll big, like, oh shit, that's the guy.
We got a Delta, guys. We got a Delta now.
Oh,
That's so good. Okay. Before we open the door and get to see this place, I think now is a good time to take a break. Does that work for everybody?
Oh, it's me.
All right.
Love it.
Yeah. So I want to say, like, you use the phone to scan. The door boop, opens, right? And you're like staring into this darkened room with like many shapes just in dark light emerging, and somebody goes to flick on the lights, and then we go to commercial break, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Before we get to see what you're looking at.
I forgot I was gonna switch out my ad, but I didn't. So thanks, Real Cheese, for sponsoring, because this is still on before the starting soon screen.
Buddy, oh my
He said
goodness. Oh, man, the Karen feeding of a tortoise. we have to make sure we know what we're doing here. So yeah, you all have this workshop. The lights tung, tung, come on, phase lighting kind of cuts back. You have a nice sized workshop. It's maybe a quarter of this block or a quarter of this unit. So it's a big space, and it is absolutely full of just like junk boxes and like broken equipment. You see these big work tables that have like just from the top of the bench all the way to the ceiling are these like rotting cardboard boxes with stuff coming out of them. And then along kind of between two of these workbenches, you see there's this old machine that has obviously been scrapped by somebody in a fit of rage. You can see where there's these huge like impact marks. You can see where some part of it that used to spin one way sheared off and swung around the room and hit the wall, hit the machine, did a bunch of damage. This kind of long machine is truly wrecked, and it's bolted to the floor kind of thing, but the whole thing is just ruined. It's a bunch of scrap. And then the smell of the place hits everybody. You can smell, crap. You can smell, rat stuff. And anybody who's been around an old body, the back of your throat starts to do that like coughing thing whenever you're near like a large decaying mass, your body wants that smell out of their system, and you're doing this like deep cough to get that scent out of you. You don't see it, but you know it's here.
Guess they won't be too concerned if we leave a body at this point.
Yeah, first one to find the body wins.
Just follow your nose for the crappy smell that shows.
Oh, guys, but the guy, what was his name? Past Dead? He said
Past
we
Dead.
need to clean all this stuff up. So,
Ugh.
yeah.
I mean,
There might be
Well-
something good here at least.
There's a lot of
while
good
we
here.
clean. While
There's
we
a
clean,
lot of
we
good
can-
here.
Just zip up my jacket up to over my nose and start just like looking around for the source of the smell.
Yeah, you come in and look very briefly. There's like a sea of like matted paper and cardboard just all over this place that you're kind of walking on as you come in. Parts of it move, some of it's stiff, right? You can see like a rat's nest off to the side, just stuff over there, just a huge mess over in that corner. And you can see some blood, like a splattering of blood in that corner of the room. And as you are walking, it's just the whole place has this very unsanitary feel to it, and just reeks. It's just a whole lot. And when you get to the machine, you can see the leg of the person against the wall at the end of the machine, and it's like kind of kicked out to the side. You can't see the rest of their form. It's all being blocked by this long, bulky machine.
I win.
congrats. I don't know
Proud
what
of
the
you.
prize is. You found it too fast.
Skit will, knowing that, she's probably dealt with many a dead body in her career, will go over and help out, just kind of like trying to remove the body from the situation that it's in.
Sure.
She'll, probably even like see if there are gloves in the new medtech bag she has, just like any excuse to find like new tech or like new stuff that she can use. Yeah,
you open your bag on your way over and you pull out like a fresh set of surgery gloves, right out of the little they wrap them in sterile paper. It's like a one time, you open the thing, you use the gloves, all of that good stuff. You see that you have 3 more of those, 3 more pairs of surgery sterile gloves. So your bag is not infinite in supply, right? So you're using some of it here to get over there. This person is ground up meat. There are limbs. There's you can spot parts of the spine just exposed. And there's this huge just splatter of like old black blood and organ meat and just stuff over against that wall. It looks like whoever hated or did whatever they were going to do, they put this person in the part of the machine at the end where it like just presses and presses and presses and presses and presses and presses. And then when that machine was done with its job, they turned the machine against itself. And this has been here for, medical examiner, but this is a long dead body. And it's the whole room reeks of this place, reeks of this body.
I don't even think Keanu's gonna want this.
Yeah. No,
So
Keanu likes fresh meat.
yeah, okay. So as maintenance people, we know the best way to like get rid of this sort of stuff, and also not hopefully be credited with this guy's murder if we dump his body down a trash chute.
Who has like bureaucracy or okay.
I do.
Yeah, roll your bureaucracy.
All right. Let's see where it is.
Me too, me too. Can I roll as well?
Yeah.
I only have business.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's a lot of bureaucracy.
Oh my
27.
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay. So Mary, just bureaucracy of the building, that disposing of the body is gonna be difficult. Because as a citizen or as a tenant of the building, some part of your biometrics is on file. And if you show up in an unapproved space, there's an investigation, right? So if the body shows up down a trash chute, bodies end up in the trash chutes all the time. Funny that, right? So they know to have a collector there to be like, all right, who dumped this body? Who is this body? Let's do the investigation. They're just kind of ready for people to do the trash chute job, right? So that will instigate an investigation. Now, obviously, you guys weren't involved in this, right? But it means if you choose to move the material, you want none of your genetics on this mass, right? So that just with your 12 on the thing.
Well, it's a good thing I have surgical gloves.
Yeah, exactly. May with the 27 with that crit success. Look, as a graffiti artist, you've been around some people who've made some comments, right? Yeah, bodies can't go down like these chutes. If you tell the local station security and they lock off the place and all that kind of stuff, they have to do their investigations and all those things. All those pieces. But you also know that there are times like this when things are just left for a while. And after about 6 weeks, there begins to the statute of limitations on this kind of stuff starts to unwind, right? Like the body's been here for too long. The presumption is that all the leads are going to be cold and all that kind of stuff. So that like if you all can just stash it someplace, honestly, and you let it run out its timer, they're not going to investigate because the presumption will be that all the leads are too cold and it's just a disposal job at that point. The other piece I'll give you on a crit is you have somehow heard, because you critted with a +10, you somehow heard that there is a biotechnica engineer that doesn't ask a lot of questions.
Now you just need to make him a fan.
Is this, for Paris and I, is this a similar smell to what we smelled outside that door with all the biotechnica people in hazmat suits and the gross ass smell?
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, so if
you just throw it down there, but
if we find a place to dispose of this mess, we don't have to worry about it. I tell everyone else looking at the mess.
So Skit did just walk in here with a body bag, and no one really cared.
That's a good point.
It's got paint stuff on it, right?
Yeah, you get to spend a
Exactly.
little bit of effort disguising it, and you had this huge water tank that has a turtle in it that frankly drew some attention. And I would also I would maybe say that the body bag, it's a little different because it's a cryo bag.
Mm-hmm.
People recognize cryo bags as, oh, this is how you transport somebody medically.
Yeah, so I'm just taking them in here to fix them up. They probably don't have, trauma teams, so I'm just helping them out,
Right.
bringing them into this very sterile location that we just walked into.
So yeah, the workers in the area that if they caught a glimpse of any of that stuff, they would probably know better than to be like, oh, I want to poke my nose in whatever's going on with that situation. But a note for the media, there could start to become some rumors.
Mhm.
right? So like they're not going to bother you all, but somebody's going to say, oh man, I saw the weirdest thing, right?
Right.
And you know that like information is going to start to like ripple out from this
Start
location.
rumors before they can start rumors.
Oh, that's really, yeah.
So we know this guy doesn't ask a lot of questions, and I think Paris and I know where maybe to find them. Is that what we want to go with, or? I also don't
Yes,
know
we
if you
can-
want to put that in your cryo bag.
I think we might need to
there-
find another way to transport this because right
don't-
now there's already a body in the cryo bag.
Yeah, and I don't think you can put it in like the laundry, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, people would be
No.
very upset if you did that.
Not the body, I mean just the bag. Let's be clear. I don't want to put the body.
Down the laundry chute. Some poor lady is just like picking up her dry cleaning.
It happened again.
So, how many floors down was the people that you know of?
It was on the main floor, right? Wasn't it by where the food was? Or was it in one of the sub ones?
What is the question?
The Biotechnica
mushroom
guy.
room, I think.
Yeah, the Biotechnica body room.
Okay, so the body
we
room
smelled.
is down on the 13th floor in that same maintenance void. You all live in one kind of corner of it, and a little away from your area, there's the like rot room on the 13th floor, and that's where the Biotechnica people are. So that's that room. Now, Casa, with that bureaucracy and your knowledge of this person who doesn't ask a lot of questions, that engineer is somewhere else, right? Like this is like you're aware of this engineer, you don't have like contact information, but you've heard of kind of a a little crack in the system, and there's some Biotechnica engineer at the end of that chink in the armor in terms of the bureaucracy of this place. And so, yeah, there's leads to follow up on there if you wanted to. Kind of deal.
Yeah, we can just deal with him on the way out, I guess. We'll be here for a week, so, we can
Spell
just...
this for a week. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, we'll put him in something. Other like containers around or like boxes.
I go still trash bags.
You said
Bags.
he's already.
Thank you bags. Just a
Yeah,
bunch
a
of
lot
them.
Yeah. We're gonna need a lot of them. You said this body was already kind of like smashed up a bit.
Yep. It's already smashed up. It's already started some sort of process. So it's not a recent killing.
Mhm.
You don't, without doing like a medical examiner type role, you're not exactly sure how long it's already been sitting here before it gets to its
Is
6
there
week
a
timeout.
specific medical? There's med tech and there's paramedic.
Yeah, I mean, paramedic is like, EMT, I'm saving a life, right? That's not like forensics. So I would give a biology, forensics.
Oh, I have that.
It would be one of those kinds of things. Oh, okay.
Not accounting. One of these.
I
I
have
mean,
a question.
Can you need to help me? You need to help me add up how many days it's been. So like after I'm run out of fingers, you need
There you
to
go.
count up after that.
Okay.
Actually,
hold on.
I have some accounting stuff for you here in a moment once they're done with this.
So-
Trust
I
me.
love that.
So you could do the medical
I got
bit.
you, boo.
You could do the medical bit. Also, I mean, Paris with accounting, you can look up. You're in media. You can find rumors. You can look up this place. How long ago did they get shut down? What's you could figure out like clearly this place ended on a special day. There's a lot of catastrophe happened in one day. So you could figure out what the rumors are. And from an accounting perspective, like how long until this place needs to be opened again before the owner is in trouble, right? And financially and all that kind of stuff. Because this space isn't cheap. And it's been sitting here for so long and all that kind of stuff. So you absolutely could kind of figure out some details here just without even examining the body.
Okay. Yeah. I will do that. I could use accounting. I could also do business for that.
Totally.
They're both the same role. I don't know if
Yeah, give me a business review, let's roll your business.
Oh, hell
to
yeah.
Figure out how long this place. Oh my god! How did you crit fail to a negative? Jesus. All right. All right.
It's just a 2.
To a 3. It's just a 3.
First of all.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well,
It's a
okay.
3.
So what you find is the name of this place is Song Manufacturing, and it's still in operation. This
Great.
isn't shut down; it's still going.
Awesome.
That's what you find with a 3.
According to the hours of operation, it's open now.
It's open
Currently.
right now. We're ready for business.
There's someone giving us a bad
Last-
Yelp review at this very moment. I'm ready to go outside.
1 star.
Service was terrible.
Last time you visited this location today.
Paris, damn, that sucks. Like, this is your big.
That was my business. It wasn't accounting, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You'll recover. You'll recover.
I'll
Yeah.
recover with my accounting.
I got you in a little bit. I'll let them finish up their medical stuff because I looked at this place and I'm like, we're fucking rich.
Right?
We
That's
can
what I
literally-
thought too.
Like we can salvage the fuck out of this stuff. Paris, I'm gonna take Paris and
Yeah.
we're gonna start dividing up what we can take to because they want us to clean this place out and they don't care what happens to most of the shit in here. Which
Right.
means it can go.
Yeah,
Go back.
notably, they
Question.
didn't give you money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they didn't give you money to like open the big trash chute, right?
Sure.
So like, yeah, this is
But
like,
I'm fairly sure our community will come up here and salvage the fuck out of this. I'm fairly sure we can get a lot of this metal and take it down and sell it.
Yep.
Like they just gave us free reign to a salvage for a week.
Yeah.
And we only technically have to clean half of it. We're gonna get fucking paid.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
So, question to like the party
we're-
/ maybe GM input. This guy's hired us to clean this place out. He owns this place. Don't necessarily know if he's related to the murder, but would it be such a bad thing to be like, hey, we found a body, someone come get it, and I just snip a little finger off so they think it's the wikis because I have the little wiki thing. So
sounds
then they
great
just
to
come
me.
take the body away and we're like, we're maintenance, we're just here cleaning and found this shit.
It might burn
That
our
sounds like it's great.
relationship with the owner, but if
But
we drop
a
it down
gang-
the chute,
Cause trouble in his building and we're just cleaning out for him. Like, we got his back, you know?
it just depends if he has a relationship with the wikis or not. And that's something we could find out.
Mary's
Yeah,
a
that's
person
what
with
we
some
found
streetwise.
Yeah. Mary and I both have
Yeah,
we both have streetwise. We
Sounds
gotta
like
make
something
just
you
assume-
would know.
I just assume a lot of people get found with missing fingers that they don't really know how to, like,
Classify.
punish the... yeah, like,
Sure.
shit, it's another one. You know, like when there's just a big gang in one area. Maybe it won't really necessarily have an immediate impact on anyone.
Good call. But yeah. I rolled streetwise at 17 for whenever we want to get around to that part. But yeah.
Yeah. So from a streetwise perspective, you would know that organized crime has a relationship with all the major businesses. So you'd all have to kind of figure out, is there an existing relationship? What is that relationship like?
I want to know the relation, what gang is tied to this business.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what I would like to know with my streetwise roll.
Yep. Gotcha. So to find that, probably the easiest way really would be figure out whose turf this is. So you go out and kind of walk the halls a little bit, and you do see the little like candlelight symbol, you know, put up into a corner kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's fresh enough to mean that this is managed by a lighthouse gang.
Okay. I will let everybody know this is Lighthouse Gang turf, and that's a great idea on paper, but in practice, probably not snipping it is the best way to go.
There's a medical roll coming. Should we go ahead and do that? Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
What are the shitty voodoo boys message?
I would say, what if we, switch it so then the lighthouse game comes, clears it out for us because it's just like someone else caused this.
Yeah. Let's see here. Why don't Mary? Why don't you give me a streetwise to know what the old school voodoo boys, whenever they kill somebody, what they do?
Also, if you wanted a biology roll, I rolled an 18.
Perfect. I see that. So, yeah. So I'm going to put this body at about 4 weeks ish decayed. So you got to buy it 2 weeks if you want to just like get out of jail free card on this one, or dispose of it quicker with somebody else.
Well, okay. So with an 18, would I also be able to figure out it? Like, okay, how eviscerated is this body? Would we be able to theoretically just chop it up a little bit more, put it in some of the boxes that we already apparently might have to throw away, and then maybe they wouldn't be like, oh my god, there's a body. It's like, oh, there's a box that kind of smells weird.
Yeah, there were limbs around, I feel like we wouldn't have to do a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, you could, that with a bit of effort, you could make this something that could fit into a refuse pile. And like be buried deep enough that somebody wouldn't find it easily, right? Obviously, anybody poking around, they could find some stuff, but if it's all in one big container and goes in, gets loaded onto a truck, at that point,
we also have the advantage of being able to mask it with the rats. We can kill the rats and mix it in there.
That's so smart.
So you've got some options there on that front in terms of how to get rid of this problem.
I've got a 20 on Streetwise.
So yeah, 20 on Streetwise. That the old school Voodoo Boys, they're net runners, and they're all about like taking shit over. And honestly, having a machine do this work is kind of already in that favor. It kind of already could look like somebody hacked this machine, made it go crazy, and go way beyond its safety parameters and all that kind of stuff. So there is like an angle you could take with this and put it on them. You'd have to put some extra tech on the machine that made it clearly hackable. Because right now, none of you know if this is a hackable machine or was a hackable machine. But you'd have to make sure that it was clear that there was some kind of netrunner access point, some kind of way for the Voodoo Boys to have remotely made this machine do what it did.
We would have to wait a bit because I need to either steal some goggles or get these eyes in my head. But I do have old school Voodoo Boy cyber deck here. I could like rewrite some times in the logs when I get in there and say, but then we'd be stuck with this body for a little bit longer because I don't know. Do you know how to put cybernetics in? I look over to Skit.
That I do, but that's not really my specialty.
Okay, that's a no. That did make me feel good. I don't want you touching my brain.
Practice makes improvement, right?
Not on my brain.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one.
I mean, we do have the eyes that you can have from the skull.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind.
it'd be so much easier if I just had a goggles, but I'll take the eyes for sure.
We can
Actually,
have those.
wait, so with a 2 in surgery, would that make me good with putting in cybernetics, or would that be?
So surgery, it depends. Each piece of gear has its own rating, right? The stuff that's closer to the brain is more delicate.
So eyes.
Right.
Well,
and I literally need a neural implant.
Yeah, because they ripped her neural
okay.
implant out. Like your hacking days are done.
Yeah.
And so she needs all of that. There's already the first thing you'd have to do from a surgery perspective is get the stuff out without damaging it. So that's the first step. The second step of getting it into your friends, doable. You might want that surgery up a little bit higher to be more certain. The other option is for some of the stuff, if you're able to package it right, you don't have to be the one to put it in, so long as you find someone who's willing to, right? But the first step is getting it out of these bodies, because there's nobody you can just like, hey, I brought this body. Will you like harvest it for me?
Yeah,
that is some straight up scab shit.
Yeah.
Skit is definitely going to be okay with taking cybernetics out, but not putting them into friends' brains and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the higher surgery skill, you'd have a lot of confidence, But
Mhm.
I mean, with a 2, you'd probably be okay with like the easier ones. You know?
Okay. Like a cybernetic arm or something. But
Yeah,
like,
arm, even the eye isn't too bad, but the neural link, that's the one that's like, oh, I don't want to fuck that one up because that's like it's a flatline situation.
Would
And we
skip
only have one
no-
turtle mom.
Only one. And then there was
single
one.
parent.
no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Would skip
Keanu
know
needs you.
like other Ripper docs or anyone that would know how to do that?
And aren't the Ripper Ducks in the building?
Yes, I'm
that
sure
go
I've
to,
had my
depending?
eye on someone. If they are in here, like someone cheat, then I'm like, whenever I get my shit.
Yeah, like we're just waiting for getting the gear and then
So
Scapels.
your fixer would know how to get a hold of a Ripper Doc. Like we'd roll your reach,
okay.
right?
Mhm.
To figure out if you could reach a Ripper Doc who's available, and we'll take customers and all that kind of stuff. Depending on how well you clean these things up, you could frankly bring them into a clinic. If they're clean, they look new, you could bring them into like the Cyberpunk equivalent of like a Claire's, and like just get it popped in by just some fresh
Build a
out of
cyber
med
doc.
school. Yeah,
Some part-timer.
yeah, exactly. Like she just got her beautician license. She's ready to put eyes in. Like
I think
that's
I trust Skip more.
Fair. I've had my ears pierced at Claire's before.
Yeah, me too. I have the scars to prove it.
Yeah. So, the clinic situation, the clinic approach, most of these cybernetics are all clinic grade. Even the neural link is technically, I think, I'll double check, but I think it's clinic grade. It's like pretty common to get done. So there are places all over the building that would do this legitimately. And you can say, look, I just got it out of the mail, right? I just need you to install it. No, I don't want to buy yours. I'm using mine, kind of thing. So like there is a legit way to get a trained professional to install the cybernetics such that we're not going to roll, right? That's the big deal. It's like you're paying for it to the NPCs. There's no roll. You just get it, right? Whereas if it's our friends doing it or a Ripper Doc doing it, I might make them roll. Ripper Doc, maybe not, right? If it's like a highly skilled Ripper Doc. It really depends on like how your reach roll goes, Mary. Like if you get a good roll, your Ripper Doc's a pro, it's no big deal. But it was like, it's an okay roll. It's like, they're gonna roll. See how well that goes. So yeah, it just depends on what approach you all want to take. But you could totally, if you clean these up well, you really could just walk into a,
So I think we have like 3 things going on here. If it's cool for everybody, I can recap them and figure out a plan of action based upon those things. We have 1, a location. It needs to be cleaned. That location being cleaned leads to more stuff for the community and profit through our accountant and being able to sell this scrap. We have a body. We need to decide what we're doing with that body. Are we going to put it in a refuse pile with rats and other decomposing meat and try to pass it off? Or are we going to try to blame it on the voodoo boys? If we're going to try and blame it on the voodoo boys, we have a secondary plan, which is we have to get the money from the salvage first part to have the ability to install these things so that our med tech can take out all the parts to put into our netrunner so our netrunner can falsify the data, which means we are sitting on the body for a couple days and it makes the timetable a little bit crunchier. Or we can put the body in a refuse pile and take our time and get as much of this out as we can. Keep in mind, if we bring people in to help us do this, because we will get so much more out of it if we cycle through members of the community, the other edge squatters, to like bring things into the community, that we will have the ability to get way more out. But that means that more people might find out about the body. That's more eyes on a body. We also need rumors.
Lots of noses on it.
Yeah,
I don't think that's an option, really.
Yeah.
Sure. Then we can't do that. We can't do more people in here until the body's gone. So that is the priority to a degree. From there, we also have the third thing fell in my head. From there, we have like, what are we doing with everything else? Because we have the body in the cryo
the rest
bag.
of the problems that you showed up here with.
Yeah. Then we have the rest of the problems we showed up here with the cryo bag. Now, we were told we only had to clean up 50% of this place. I'd like to point out, we can just put the body in the part we don't fucking clean up.
That
is technically by the laws of what they wanted.
Is there like a door? We can shut.
We can-
Like, is there a bathroom we could just throw the body and shut the door, put a towel
Like
under
a
it?
closet.
This
a
is
closet.
absolutely a workshop. There's 100% some sort of like back storage space. There's a bathroom. There's all of those things that you would expect in any kind of like.
We can draw a chalk line. We can draw a chalk line like we cleaned this motherfucking half and put the mural on that half, and we fulfilled our contractual obligation.
Yeah.
And I'm pointing that out for that means that we don't actually have to deal with the body at all. It's still their problem. We were told we had to clean up 50% of this in a mural. You didn't give us any other guidelines. Should have read the fine print.
That would be so funny if everything in the warehouse was clean except for
Except that
body.
location.
Sure, we can do that too. I'm fine with that. I want to
Yeah.
scrap as much of this as we can, as fast as we can. So I think breaking up into letting Skit get to work on dismantling cybernetics out. Go ahead, Mary. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, if we are leaving the body, we have to pay for it with an art mural, and the mural needs to be a portrait. That may mean someone coming to this area and seeing the body.
We just need a picture. Honestly,
No,
we
it's
just need
about
a
the
picture.
body.
I just
though.
want to bring that up just in case, because
I guess
this
there's a
is
smell and
building.
it's still here.
There's so much shit in here. I feel like we could just throw some stuff on top.
We
and just be
can.
like, don't
We
go
can
over
do-
there. Don't go over there.
We can pile stuff onto this machine and be like, that machine is too big for us to move. So that's the area we're not cleaning. Pile, 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 pile. And if there's
I'll go
happens
up
to
to
be a
Nin-
body, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I'm going up to Nin and Nineveh and say like, hey, do you have like a picture, or can you ask for a picture of the guy?
I
just
can try. Definitely.
So yeah, if we want to fulfill the 50% of our contract role, which is we have to clean 50% of it, we just pile boxes on top of the body and say it's not our fucking problem.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's arguably also the most cyberpunk thing we can do, which is
Yeah.
not our circus, not our spider monkeys. These monkeys are clearly not wearing blazers. They are clearly not ours.
They're not in the rafters.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
your
I
little
think
squeaks.
dividing up into who's doing what. I assume our artist is on mural duty, and I assume our med tech is on ripping parts duty. Until those parts are ripped, I think the rest of us are organizing piles for our accountant, and with our accountant accounting, this is just trash. Shove it.
I
This
can
can be scrapped.
help
Get it. What's up?
With this, I said I can help with the ripping stuff since I have pretty high just cyber tech and tech in general on at least being like maybe give a little aid of like, no, don't make sure that that
one-
cable,
not the blue
don't pull
line.
that one like that.
Yeah. Yeah. All the
She
anchor
needs
points.
help. Yeah, she needs help. Yeah, totally use it. But I think it's just dismantling piles of scrap versus piles of actual trash. We can do a run of scrap and then toss. Like, my opinion is scrap as much as we can, because that counts as cleaning. We're double dipping at that point in time. And then with the profits we have, we can dump stuff down the chute, and then we can pile the 50% of crap we don't want over the body, and it's not our problem.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Is it though? I mean,
I
I'm
imagine
here for
everyone-
it. I'm just I feel like we clean this up, the owner comes back, and the dead body that he definitely knows about, because this is his building and his dude just hired us, is still here when he expected that to be gone. It could be our
Alright.
assets grass.
Yeah, but if everything
That's
else,
what
like
I was just
90%,
gonna say.
yeah, if 90% of it was cleaned and then just the body was left, then
Yeah.
maybe it would-
I just feel
What's
like
he
the
gonna
body was probably what they were really inferring to on the mess
Well,
that
they
needed
should have
cleaned up.
specified that. They
Just saying,
they could have said-
specify it.
Literally did
They could
not
have said-
tell us that there was a body, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's like,
See
he's
the
like
potential
it's
of
Brett.
framing.
You know, he gave that face of
We
like,
can-
it's bad.
Yeah.
We could really play it off and be like, we didn't even fucking see the body.
Yeah.
You know, honestly,
Yeah.
I think he'd believe that.
Yeah,
We've
right.
all got very good
Kind.
blank faces.
100%. What about us being framed for it though?
See, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah.
How would we be
Because
framed
we
for
were
it?
the last people in there.
But this
technically.
happened so long ago. And it's
Mhm.
like, I feel like we have
I mean,
alibis.
You've seen
Yeah,
the
this
boxes.
happened-
They don't give a shit.
Let's
The
be clear,
boxes
this
that
happened
are
4
in
weeks
here
ago.
have the store's like logos and stuff on
Yeah,
it.
it's all like ratted and like fucked up, right? Because like they've been in here, they've been deteriorating. Looks like the sprinkler system went off, right? So everything got all wet and matted and gross. But this is oh, didn't I name the place like
Song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Song. Mhm.
Is
Song
there-
Light Industry.
Is there like some sort of interface that would not involve net running, like just a normal like
Computer
hacking
terminal.
in, a normal terminal that would maybe give me info on when those went off? Like, could it correlate with the 4 weeks ago? Like, just getting some data of like shit happened this time, and we're here this time.
We are tagged working another job somewhere else in the building at that time.
Yeah.
We clearly not have murdered this fool. And keep in mind, you made sure that we're not actually logged in here. So they would have to find genetic. They would have to find the genetic evidence of us being here 4 weeks ago when this all went down.
So
This is also Cyberpunk, you know.
Yeah, you
This
could
is
give me
Cyberpunk.
you could give me a library search, Taylor,
Okay.
as you like
Mhm.
access some, terminal, go to public mode or whatever. And
Would you
and-
like to use my agent? You get a +2.
Sure. If that works, I don't know what
Yeah,
that
how do you
data
get the
be up
agent
there.
unlocked? How do you get the agent unlocked so you can actually use it?
Unzip the
I
bag.
don't know. That's a
Put
good
it over her
question. I don't know.
face. Zip the bag back up.
It unlocks.
Yes.
Then we turn that function off.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you go to turn off that function. It wants the passcode before you change any of the security settings.
So I have a fingerprint.
Can we not do the face again?
No, it wants the passcode before you change the big ones. It wants the passcode before
Try
you.
6969.
Effort 1 of 3 used.
All right, but that was a good bet.
It was a good
Yeah.
bet.
Okay?
Unlocked.
Yeah.
Is it only 4 numbers?
Yeah, sure.
0420.
Don't.
Effort 2 of
Don't
3
use the
locked.
last one.
This is 0420,
No,
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
69.
so you get the phone unlocked, so you can do the library search. You guys
Okay.
look at this security setting, decide not to go press it further.
We'll let the tries reset.
Not
Wait
until
a
I
few
get more
hours.
info
Oh,
on
yeah.
who had this phone. Am I going to try that?
Yeah. So
So-
you're doing library search. This like situation has not been reported to the authorities, to the media, to anything. Whoever that was, you haven't figured that out, but whoever that was that did not make any of the garden or the like police blotter listening crew, like the people that would talk about something like this happening,
Mhm.
nobody's been alerted to this event.
Any info on like just building logs of the sprinklers
there-
went off? this
Yeah,
date?
you do with a 14. I'll say that you do find that there was a fire reported, but the what is it? The tenant or owner, like some person in charge, told the fire brigade that the local like sprinkler system handled it and to not come.
Gotcha.
And principally, most importantly, don't bill us the 1,000 eddies that it would have taken for you to show up.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
Fire departments here, they ain't a public service. it's a paid gig. And they said, yeah, we don't want the trip charge, so don't come out. It's fine. So as far as you know, you're the first ones in here since that guy was last seen alive.
Just like screenshot that log. Be like,
How many weeks ago was that?
It's 4 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 2 weeks before that whole thing becomes no longer an investigatable thing.
And we're here for 1.
Yep.
Do we
And,
Um,
and
try
the,
to-
we
the
go
sprinklers
grab
were
some-
specifically 4 weeks ago. Other thing
Yeah.
I was checking on.
yeah.
They were 4 weeks. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
All of these things coincide, right? The clearly 4 weeks ago, a lot of shit went down here.
Okay.
And
We are.
So maybe
Okay.
we do throw the body in the boxes with the company logo. We do some rat hunting, make it a big deal, send it off to like the landfill, and if someone finds it, you had gloves on. Hopefully we'll have no DNA on it, but not our problem because by then our names aren't on the logs.
This is a
A dead
question-
solo is.
Yeah. Again,
Mhm.
dead solo is also tracked.
Yeah.
Incapacitated solo's agent was recently used here, not
I'm
us.
just very young. I don't
Um,
want to be pinned for murder, and I feel like that's a thing that could very easily happen in the situation that we're in.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do they dispose of biological waste in facility, or do they ship that off site?
Yeah. So anybody that is like, people die in this building all the time, right? That
I was
goes-
thinking more like rats or other things that are disease carrying. Does that get marked with like a bio disposal tag, as we as maintenance people would have to handle and deal with?
That's a good call. Like, I think that there would probably be a like a pest management team that gets called out to do a thing, and they're usually the ones that have the bio bags and all that kind of stuff. But as maintenance, you all probably have some kind of like, well, we found a bunch of rat corpses, right? So there's some sort of like vermin cleanup kit that is on every floor. This is not your floor, you don't have access to it, but you know that there's one out here, and you could get that cleanup kit and use those materials, be bags and lye and all that stuff you'd need to.
Gloves.
Yep.
I can get in contact with someone probably that has access.
That will also keep our DNA out of this place.
Yeah. Nailhead would be your primary contact there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like the rat as the cover up. I'm just scared to keep this body under a pile of things for then the owner to get mad that it's still here.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Again, it would be his fault for not specifying the fact that you wanted the body out of here.
Oh,
It
you
would
all know
be,
you got fucked with
but-
this one. You know you got fucked with this one. And Fixer was like, "Oh yeah, get in there." You
Yeah,
know
that went a
this-
little too smoothly.
Yeah, it's like, this is a problem that I don't want to deal with, and my boss doesn't want to deal with. You get to deal with it.
If we deal with it well, that means more jobs for us as well. This is a proving
Yeah.
ground.
I do need
Mm,
money if I
something.
do want these cybernetics, so I can actually do my job. Though I am very good at punching and kicking. Maybe I should get into MMA or something.
Oh, that'd be great.
Right?
You should.
We'd support you.
Okay,
for sure.
so who wants to leave body or who wants to put body in box?
Ooh, I think
Let's
it's time
figure
for
that out
Keanu's
first.
walk.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
Keanu
just
said, "I wanna
asking for a
walk."
vote here. That's it.
Yeah. I think the
Well-
idea is moved to put the body in
Okay.
the biodisposal rat situation, because it is
Cool.
easier to mask there, and we can also probably chop and grind it up real well.
Yeah.
As everyone's doing that, I'll probably just start doing the background of the mural, just like a little sunset, like Ascension building, and then kind of just leave space for
I'm gonna stop you because you know you're gonna need a canvas.
yeah, on the
Mhm.
walls.
Well, he's
I
asking
don't
for
know.
like what you know of is a portrait that he can probably like not have in this building.
Yeah.
Make home.
He's looking at portrait hang.
So you're gonna
Mhm.
there's the next steps for you to be really get started on the thing, but you could be gathering your
I'm still
supplies.
painting on the walls.
Okay, fair enough.
That's
good.
what I
I'm
thought
into
I
that.
was here for.
I'm into
just
that.
gonna
I'm into
start
that.
painting.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's be clear. You might go to the client in this case. Client might not come here. You might need to go to the client, which means you might
And
want
in
to find
that
a
case,
battle
one of
buddy.
us is going with her.
Yeah.
I'll be in the rafters.
Yeah. We'll need the spider monkey in the rafter.
Spider monkey in the rafter. I will start getting in touch with Nailhead to work on that rat disposal, set up a day where hopefully we can get this out of the ways.
Yeah. So Nailhead answers on like the second ring kind of deal. And says, "Oh, Nen, what's up?"
Hey, we're doing a job. We got a rat problem. Luckily, a lot of them are dead.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah. Where what do you need? What do you need from me?
well, I kind of look, we're on a different floor right now, and everybody. We just need someone on the floor that has access to that stuff. We're not ready for it quite yet. We're just trying to, get comfortable, get things set up. We'll get it picked up in a minute, but maybe like tomorrow, get people pick it up and
Yeah.
Get out?
What floor is it?
I'll give the floor.
Yeah, you have floor coordinates, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I can get you access to that. Is
Awesome.
that a is it like you need the big kit or like one of the little kits?
Yeah, one of the big kits. It's
It's a bunch. Okay.
oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, do you know why there's a bunch of like wiki like lamplight guys down here?
Yeah, I heard there was a bomb somewhere. My guess is they're trying to see who did it.
Okay. All right. Give me a persuasion.
That was quick. I like that. See, this is why I don't play Fixer.
21.
Yeah. He is not a sleuth, but you have noticed he is suspicious of people and information, and he'll check you.
Gotcha. And I'm gonna say, and we got a lot of scrap, and I figured, one for the floor, all for the floor.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right. Well, yeah, I'll talk to the lead up there and see what I can do to get you that kit. And yeah, you are you gonna be up there for a little while?
Probably about a week.
Okay. And are you on this number? I've never seen this number before.
Yeah, I got gifted it. It was crazy.
Okay. All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, well, I'll ring you back if something happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And so as soon as that call ends, the phone rings. And it's a caller ID'd. The name on the bottom of the caller ID says Low-Tech with a K. And this face shows up on the phone.
Oh, great.
It's been, you think about it, it's been right at 4 hours since you got the body.
Sure has.
And I think we should end it here.
Yeah, I don't got an answer for this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
But the audience doesn't even know what we got.
No.
I know. I'm working on it.
Oh, you know what I can do?
just like,
you know what I can do?
ooh.
HSC fans,
man.
I will put this in the Cyberpunk room. I've got the
Go
thing.
join the Discord.
Yeah, that's right. It's in the Discord. It's going to be in the chat.
If you want to know what happened.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Where did the thing go? Nope. And I know, Taylor, you're working on it too. But
There he is.
oh yeah.
Taylor for the win.
Yep.
Yes. Ah.
Oh.
Oh, it's been 2 years since we heard about low tech. Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh.
Oh,
He's
Giancos.
staring into
I
my
know that name.
soul.
Good stuff. Yeah. And let me just toss him into the thing. There we go. Now he's in the chat. There it is for everybody. Yeah. He's calling. And we can end it here-ish. We have a plan. And somebody else has a plan. And we'll see how that goes next session. I want to real quick just say thank you to everybody for playing this. I'm really glad that we're in the thick of it now. We have some leads, we have some ways to solve our problems, all that good stuff. Oh, you know what, Giagos, that is the new low tech. Because if y'all remember, low tech's daughter got herself a bunch of Borg parts last game, and so this is a new upgraded low tech. Good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, low tech is calling, wondering what's up with Red there, maybe.
Man, I can't wait till my Cyberpunk game where we just get to flirt with each other. Horrible things from the past don't come up because we're just on a boat in the ocean. It's coming in February, guys. It's gonna be great.
It'll be good. All right. So awesome. Thank you all for playing. I want to give each of us just a quick around the horn of like tag yourself and all of that good stuff. We'll kind of go in reverse order. So Paris, Ashton, where can people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at popsicle_Mike, where I tweet about my IBS or anything else that's wrong with my body. or you can follow at FKF Tweets for an audio drama about King Arthur if he was a modern day himbo, or at Cars Conspiracy on Twitter, which is about Pixar's Cars, where I try to figure out how cars have sex, because they do have sex. That is confirmed. Nothing else is.
How else are there cars?
That's the thing. Dude, the cars have to.
no.
The cars have to have sex.
What about
They-
the movie
they-
Robots though? The movie Robots where
The
literally
movie
they're
Robots
like
is not canon in the Cars universe. There's no proof.
We're
Open
going
the
down this
can.
hole if
We
we don't
open the
stop now.
can.
We got to put it back in the box. You can't. Oh, we've got to.
The car
we cannot
pump
get
means
through the rest
there's
of
car
it.
virginity. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Paul, where can people find you?
Apparently under this Cars podcast, because I was just thrown there. You can find me at Paul Marchant 6 on Twitter. You can also find me here coming up probably for some Lancer in the near future on High Shelf Collective. You can find me on Weave the Tale on Mondays. You can find me on Response Team Omnicron, which is a Lancer actual play podcast with awesome characters and cinematic battles where we actually roll all the dice. I will fight other Lancer podcasters about that. But this has been great fun, and I don't think Low Tech's a villain. I think they're here to help us. That's my conspiracy
very
theory.
helpful. You know what? We'll see how that works out.
I haven't seen any of the things involving this character, so I'm going way off on a limb.
I love it. That's good. Mary.
Hi. You can find me on socials at Nerd on Wheels 15, where I chat about disability, TTRPGs, and everything in between. Tuesdays, you can see me on role plays on the YouTube channel, where we do Big Gay Dice Game. Coming up, we've got a masks campaign. It looks really, really cool from some of the character concepts presented. Also on Fridays, we're on off week right now. So right now, this Friday, we'll be playing a new ghost hunting game called Metaphysical, which is basically a Supernatural knockoff, because obviously we have to play Supernatural with our normal Friday spot. Because normally on Fridays, we have Weird Web, which is a Monster of the Week campaign, which is Supernatural, but with ovaries. It's a lot of fun. Go check that out.
That's awesome. Casa, how can people find you?
Hi, I'm Casa Wilding _ on Twitter. I'm on Lost Caravan, but I'm also here. Tomorrow there's a Locust game if you want to go into some dark, traumatizing activity. There's stuff over there. There's also Don't Rest Your Head, which is about like people not sleeping on channel on twitch.tv/otherdoc. And then I'm on Lancer on Lost Caravan as well. And then next week I'm also back here. And yeah, it's super interesting, super fun. I'm really excited. Low Tech seems really scary and I need to close it or I'm going to have nightmares. So that's me.
Awesome. Lottie, how can people find you?
Okay. I am on Twitter now as of like 2 weeks ago, basically. At Looney _Shaz. Also, I will be basically streaming every single Friday except for November 4th for the next 4 weeks. Three total weeks of Fridays, but 4-week time span. This week I will be a true crime fan who thinks that she can solve a murder in a slasher flick, which means I will probably die and make really stupid decisions. Probably gonna have the flashlight that's about to die and the shoes that come untied so I trip and all the fun things. On the 11th we have Wild Sea. I remember to mention it this time. That is with David and Taylor and Casa, and that's also on Lost Caravan. And also the 18th I have my phone. I'm sorry, I have my phone. I have to remember all this stuff.
Your agenda. Yeah.
I always schedule things if I don't have it written in here. I like double book myself, so I have to make sure I keep track of it.
No, if it's not on the calendar, it doesn't exist. Like,
Exactly.
I'm the same way.
I accidentally double booked myself tomorrow, and I feel so bad. Luckily not streaming anything, so it's like, real life friend things, and whatever.
That doesn't matter.
Streaming is life.
Been there.
A Cars person.
Truth facts. Taylor, where can people find you?
Okay, yeah, I am here doing things most of the time. You can also find me at Big A Dice Game on Tuesdays. You can find me over at Wild Sea on Lost Caravan next month. But then also on Fridays, I'm on With the Tail playing Sleepaway at 3:30 Eastern. It's just a good old spooky time in the middle of the day.
Yes.
It is great. And Shadowrun. I don't know. Is it also on every Wednesdays? Two more Wednesdays. So there's gonna be a break for Thanksgiving, but there's 2 more episodes of Shadowrun on Chaotic Wonderful that Paul runs, and I am big strong troll lady that definitely has a great time. Super uplifting. Nothing bad happens.
Nothing bad happens. There's romance. There's so much romance in that game.
That is truthful. Most healthy relationship that I've ever been in a game, and it doesn't end badly.
That's good. All right. Well, folks, everyone, thanks a ton for watching. This has been a blast. We are going to raid our good buddy Cave Geek Art, who looks like he's making a map right now in Photoshop, it looks like. Either way, Cave Geek Art is awesome. He makes like leather maps and fantasy maps and all that good stuff. So we're going to give him some love in the chat. Everyone, thanks a ton for watching. And as always, have fun. Play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
All right.
So where I don't think I have a thanks for watching. Everybody